Y'all been going to bed early too. It's weird. Good morning. My little dry. This heat is drying my skin out too. It's a lot going on. This good old body right here, man. Good morning, Auntie. We on YouTube. I need you to come in class as soon as everybody get here later today if you got some time. Because everybody want to hear, me too included me, want to hear about your Israel experience. Even though you was telling me, I feel special. Let me quit playing. It ain't no favorites. We don't have no favorites over here. We don't have no favoritism, but my auntie love me a lot. I'm just gonna say I be kissing. Moving on. Oh, 8:30 is your bedtime. I know. So I want to talk about something. Good morning, Miss Casanova and everyone else that I didn't see over here. Y'all, guess what I did? I went back and looked at the transition of this whole process. I told you I don't go back and watch unless I'm looking for something specific. And I told y'all God takes me right to it, so I don't gotta go back because it makes me cringy when I watch myself. I don't really care about doing that. So, but I did go back and watch the evolution of even just this room. Good morning, Auntie. It made me want to cry because when you doing it every day and just stuff is just happening, you just making it. I'm a mama, so you don't even think about it. You just get up, do what you gotta do. It is just it's done, and then you move on to the next task, right? To every single person that has supported me in my journey of what I believe the world needs to hear, I have so much gratitude for you guys. For the people that have supported me on my days when it was very, 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 very hard for me to get on here because my own life was real, real crazy, and y'all let me cry. Y'all let me cry and just be like, whatever, and I'm grateful for that. The things that you all have sent so that we can learn as a whole, as a unit, as a family. The participation, every single thing, every dollar that you guys have given to help other people that y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know how many people we've helped, and none of us know any of them. They probably just we don't even know. You know what I'm saying? And because we just see this now. Just think about it. People coming in and see the end result, right? But they didn't get to see the little shelf that we have right here, the black shelf that I had to throw away. They didn't get to see all the books on the floor and the boxes in the way. And I'm like, dang, I remember I have forgot that we used to keep the whiteboard right here with nerd junk on it and all of that. Like, I forgot because I'm so used to seeing this background now. So I just want to tell y'all thank you. I honestly do want to tell y'all thank you because oh, I used to be looking crazy. I still be looking crazy though. That's how you know I ain't changed. Only thing changed is my hair color. That's it. Other than that, I still be on here looking crazy. And I got glasses. I started talking crazy from the beginning. So people that said I changed, because I went back and looked at a couple of the first videos. No, I was talking crazy then too. I was talking crazy. I've been talking crazy the whole time. I ain't changed. Y'all just got to know me better, like family or a good friend that you meet and you don't know why y'all click, and then you find out you don't know all the stuff that you knew about them on the first day that you know about them on the fifth year of knowing them. You know them a lot different now. We was strangers. Listen, auntie, and you, like, that's what I'm saying. Everybody, like, do y'all realize we couldn't do this if everybody didn't put in an effort? Y'all gotta put in an effort to be here. Y'all have to put in an effort to do the work. Whether it be going to look up a word, turning to page two, and then going to get another book, and y'all don't have to do none of this. You all didn't have to build beautiful libraries and all of the things that you guys have done. Start to do new crafts and things that you probably never thought you would do, or you, You all have supported small business owners, a lot of them. There are some businesses that have changed, I know, because of this community, and I'm grateful for that too. There are some babies that got to sleep in the house another night. There's some babies that didn't have to come home to. Ooh, it's babies that did not have to come home to an empty refrigerator because of y'all. There's a mom that could just go to sleep, or a dad that could just go to sleep and know that I got another 30 days to be here. Or we can drive our car so we can Uber and get a hotel another 30 days. Like, y'all don't know how many lives y'all changed. And just because I don't get on here and read off the names, it ain't nobody business. But just know, y'all have helped a lot of people. I'm talking about, y'all know I used to be moving around. I ain't just talking about people that come watch us here. God will put me in a place to go eat somewhere. And I told y'all, he told me about the lady at the restaurant. He told me she had two kids and she was up in the shower crying that morning. I didn't get there until about 9 or 10 o'clock at night at that bar at the restaurant. It's a little restaurant, like a little bar restaurant family. You could, that kind of thing. Like a TGI Fridays, but not. So I'm sitting at the bar getting my food. And God told me, I ain't talked to her nothing. She's serving everybody else. He said she got two kids. And she was in the shower crying. I need you to give her $100 a kid for a tip. That's what he said. Now, I ain't never seen this lady a day in my life. She comes up, she asks me what I want to drink. I tell her my drink. She goes, she comes back. I said, excuse me, can I ask you a question? You have two kids? She said, yeah. I said, okay. She said, what would you like to eat? I said, chicken and macaroni and cheese. And then when she came back, I wrote on the paper because it was a full bar. When I get ready to leave here, I got $200 for you. And God said, He heard you in the shower this morning. Y'all know this lady broke down crying. She was like, how did you know that? I said, He got you. Ate my food. I didn't even stay there to eat my food. I ate a couple pieces, poured my stuff because that'd be time for me to go in. But I told y'all that lady that was on the side of me, she kept talking to me. And her husband said, you keep talking to her. Telling the wife. He was over there like this. The crazy thing is, he was behind her. She was 60, so she didn't know. He behind her like this. And she'll turn around, he was like, these are two older white people, y'all. When I say I was, listen, this one don't go nowhere. Because God be telling me people business. He do. And people be so amazed. And it's like a magic trick for me. You know what I mean? I be tickled. I be needing to laugh. He was like, behind her, he'll turn around. Because I'll look at him and start snickering. And then she turn around and he's like, but he was like, yeah, that's her. Everything. And then when he got ready to leave, he came up and hugged me and said, every single thing you said was her. Thank you. He looked like, oh, I've been wanting to say all of this. Like, oh, he would tell you another. Yeah, yeah. I said, don't do that. So let me say this. It was an emotional journey yesterday for me to see come on, come on, yeah, Amari. It's a real thing, y'all. It does feel amazing, humble, and blessed. It does. And this is why I told people it really is better to give than receive. Now, it's nice to receive, don't get me wrong, But when you see tears come down a person's face because you knew for a fact that they did not know where they was going to be, I've been that person. I have been that person. I was a single mom, 4 kids, doing it on my own. And the people that said they was trying to help me, that wasn't the case. They was making my life harder. Listen, I done had to humble myself a lot of times, and I don't care about doing it because every time I humble myself, my daddy exalts me. So it's worth it. I don't gotta walk around all the now. Because every single time that I humble myself in front of God, that's why I say, even not with social media, I've been in this uh like space before, in a sense. I'm serious. It's crazy. But when you don't care about proving your nothing and you just chill and be who God made you, He'll put you in rooms that other people be fighting to get into. And you will mistakenly walk in, and then you ain't even supposed to be in there. And it's other people trying to get in there. They'll do anything to get in there. You know? Good morning. hmm I'll say this. It makes me excited that we have grown the way we have. And I'm grateful for every single person that is a part of the WOIU community that has whatever you've done. All the stuff y'all do that I don't even know about that is too much for everybody because I know y'all just don't give here now. Y'all give everywhere now. You give at the gas station. Good morning, Queen. You give at the y'all give everywhere now. I know y'all do. You can't help it because once you start giving, it just it don't stop. You can't walk past nobody like in peril or in trouble or see something and don't do nothing about it. It'd be hard. You're a double back. Gotta get the tap dance. I said you gotta go. Excuse me. I know you don't know me, but here you go. You'll try to say you busy, said, you get up to the next, like, it's a detour, and it take you all the way back around where you was at. So you got to pass the person again. You be like, okay, so the first time I came around here, I was supposed to give you this 20 that's in right here in my cup holder right here. And I was being hard-headed, and I didn't, but here you go. Because that person might have said, God, if I just had $20, I could get to my interview, or I could go get to my parents in class because I got to see my babies or they going to take them. You never know what your blessing of a ride of $20. Now, I'm not saying be crazy. You use discernment, but it'll change your life. Giving will change your life. Actually, sitting and just listening to somebody. Some people don't have nobody to listen to them without being judged. I know you do, Auntie. Be mad, like, God, you ain't got nobody. Go in the grocery store next time and just go in there and buy like some crackers. You got them. Sometimes I used to do that. When I used to go pay my tithes, he might have me walk around the store. I'm not gonna buy nothing in, but the money I got in my pocket is for a person that's in the store. hmm It's the person in if the person in front of you card get declined and you got money. Why do you think that happened? So you can pay for it. It could have been two people back. It'd be for you to pay for it if you have it. And sometimes God will ask you to give your last and do it because He got way more for you. He just want to see if you will do it. Got me over here crying. It's my kids. I mean, you have to give to anybody. I can't help it. Oh, listen, it's a real thing. But you blessed because of it. Now, some people, there is a different like thing of giving. There's a different side of giving. Some people are selfish givers, and they only want to give so that you can worship them and praise them and be under their control. Right? Right? It's people that give you things to control you too, like the music industry. Kind of like that. So, good morning, everybody. So, with that, right, they give you a chain. Mm, oh my God. So, who remembers when I told y'all I was in my younger 20s, in my early 20s, and I had met this person, and my life changed drastically? And one of the pieces of jewelry that he bought me was a big, fat herringbone, beautiful. I had just left the West Coast too. We love herringbones on the West Coast, okay? And it was a nice one. That's when like Jeezy and them was weird. Oh, it's beautiful. But I'm not a gold person. I like silver or white gold, right? He bought me a very nice 3 carat ring, right? And when I came home from school, it was in my room on the bed. Now the ring I was supposed to take to get it was a past, present, and future ring too, which is crazy. But I think about everything. I'm 23, 24 years old at this time. So I got the necklace and I laid it on my neck, but I didn't clamp it. And I put the ring on, but I only put it up to like right here. You know what I mean? I didn't slide it over my knuckle. Do y'all know that God told me if I would have clamped that necklace, that it was gonna be the same device how you move an ox with that thing in their nose. And if I put that circle on my finger, it was gonna be for a lifetime that I was gonna have a like pain, right? And I'm like, what? I just thought about it because when he came home, he said, "Don't put that on if you." He said, "Don't put that on if you can't handle everything that come along with it." And I said, and put it up in the closet. It sat up there for a month. He said, "You ungrateful." I said, "I don't like yellow gold. Can we change it?" I was trying to think every excuse out because this is a very powerful person. You just don't talk real good and crazy to this man. I promise you, you don't. So I'm like, I don't really care for it. I like white gold or whatever. I just thought about the stars. As soon as they put that chain on, a chain around your neck, you can move them. If you have a chain around somebody's neck, your neck control your body, really. And they under what? Mind control. That chain represents the disconnect from their physical body. Are you seeing? It's cut off. This part is under the control of something else, but if you control a person's mind, you control their body. And those people always say, I took a substance, I was at a party, my signing party or my whatever it is, and I woke up and I wasn't in control of my body. But you got that fat old chain on your neck. And that man told me, don't clamp nothing. But he wasn't even there when I did it. Because I had just laid it back on me again when he came. He was like, let me see how it look, okay? He said, let me clamp it. No, I just want to show you. Mm-mm. And then I just get right. Y'all, listen. I'm just thinking about my life right now. I'm like, oh my God, you was talking to me. Those things signify something. A circle is non-ending. I never claimed it. I did not. Good morning. just like they did the slaves, or even Satan. The Bible talk. Remember that story? Let's do it. Y'all want to have it? Okay, let's do it. I don't even be waiting for y'all to say yes. Yeah, let's do it. Well, hey, I've been looking for you. Here go a regular Bible right here. Even that's sad. This is sad, Circle. Let me show y'all something. At least y'all know that the books I use a lot be raggedy. I showed y'all my old journal from 2017 to 2019. It ain't got nothing on it. This is my old Bible. It don't got no outsides or nothing on it. The pages all ripped up. And this is my first copy of the Old Testament Supergraph. Well used. Crazy. Ain't none of them got a case on them. There's probably a few others that's almost out of their case too. Yeah. Oh, at least y'all know I went through that bad boy. Thoroughly. Yeah. You ain't about to tell me. I'm about to find out for myself. I don't gotta listen to you. I got the same eyes and ears, and whatever I don't understand, Google will explain it. Don't worry about it. I got this. So you know. Ooh. You hear me? I don't need no help. Now, when it comes to that, I can find it for myself. And that's what, yeah. Anyway. So, back to what I was saying. You guys should pat yourselves on the back because God allowed us to do a lot of philanthropy this year and last year. Because I keep seeing it like this year ain't almost over. This is crazy. A broken crayon still colored into. You can melt it down and make the most amazing art. And lip gloss for the girlies. Okay. And I think I didn't have my daughters making that dang crayon lip gloss and did. Better come on with it. You can wear all them broke crayons. Get them together. You can make whatever kind of lipstick you want with that. And did. I'm always up early, y'all. I just don't get on here early. I was up at 2 o'clock. I had to make myself go back to sleep. I was up at 12. Had to make myself go back to sleep. And normally I used to get up. It might be something I need to pray about, and I just been being stubborn. Like you want to tell me something? I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I've been just chilling. I don't know. Anyway, so I'll show y'all what I was working on yesterday. This is my little coloring. Y'all see that? You set an alarm for me. You are funny. How y'all? Well, because we was doing early and late, which gave me time to do stuff in the middle of the day. Y'all see? I'm working on my rocks. Because this is somewhat similar to what is going to come out that ground. So I figured I'd get myself used to looking at it. Yeah, y'all know coloring helps me get my mind together. So I just been over here. Y'all, why use my rocks ain't too bad, I'm thinking. You see, I just like that all of this stuff be sparkling because it be looking like trying to get myself used to seeing all these beans that might be picking in this here window here. Because, see, we worried about the people. It's some stuff worse than people. It is some stuff worse than people, honey. Remind you of the Green Goblin. Mm-hmm. I get up at 3:30 to prepare my husband for work when he was excited to get ready. Oh, good morning, Unc. Tell my uncle I said good morning, Mr. Casanova. That's why you be up making the meals in the morning. Auntie Judy really got her a Casanova for real. And Zoo. Okay. All right. Good morning. So, I did want to say that to y'all because the evolution of WOIU has been amazing. And we wasn't even WOIU at first. We was WOU. And then we went on and went international. The Lord got us together. So, is there anything that you feel like you've worked on really, really hard in yourself that has grown? Like this community has grown. Good morning. Ooh, Miss Banks. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. See, love to hear that. That makes me really excited. All the creativity with the children. I love that. Your patience has. Trusting in God to provide. Ooh, that's real good. And your patience, forgiveness, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Letting go of family drama. Ooh, taming my ego. Auntie. Help me to understand forgiveness. Good job. Forgiveness. Everybody's forgiveness. A lot of people have forgiveness in their heart. That's good to know. Because that's one of the main things God be talking about. My relationship with God and my understanding with my kid. Come on now. I learned to forgive. Breaking chains of serial abuse. Ooh, come on now. Learn to forgive and be a giver. Stop being angry. Forgiveness is a big thing. It is knowing that everything is not about you. Ooh, ooh, that's one of the hardest. Mm-hmm. You was holding on to a lot. Come on. It's tough when your child. Oh, they will. They will. My kids and said some horrible things to me, understanding how to let go. And I'll be like, girl, I'll talk to you in 2 years. Life gonna teach you. I don't got to be arguing with you. It's all connected and gotta find the missing links. Come on now. It's always walking away from God and your age to help me come. Oh, man, Sin. Can I read that, Ella? Sin said I was walking away from God, and this page helped her become a true believer. Come on now. Do I believe in the Trinity? In what way? Do I pray to the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost? No. Do I pray to Jesus and then he going to do what he going to do? Yes. Do I believe that they are all one? Yes. If that's what you talk about. But we don't do church over here. This is a school. So whether I believe in the Trinity or not, it don't matter. Because we learn so much about everything that you understand that everybody be believing the same thing and arguing about it. Are you a 66er? Do you read out of the 66 books of the Bible? It's a 66er. You can clearly tell. They all say the same thing. Stay around a while. Do you believe that there's books outside of the Bible that you should read? Hmm. So why are you asking me? If you see these apocryphal books and you know it's over here, what was the purpose of that question? Have you? Okay, okay. So then, if you've been over here for a while, why you ask the question? If you read outside of the apocrypha, then that should tell you. And you know we read it here. You already knew the answer. Okay, so we got a person in. Moving on. Anyway, back to what I was saying. You interrupted my whole class to talk about that. To try to prove how much you know. Is that what it is? Is that what you over here for, or what? I'm trying to figure out because I was literally talking about the good things of Jesus, and we asking people what they know and how they've grown here, and you interrupted to try to question me and what prove that you know something. Because if you so much of a Christian, then you should have been getting in line with what folks is talking about here in their testimonies. Go away. Anyway, back to what I was saying about the transitions that have happened here and the growth of this community. What's some other things y'all letting go of? People weird. Learning more myself and to forgive. I don't interrupt my whole class to talk about. Are you weird? Mari, come. It's too damn early in the morning. Are you? Don't assume. Well, you assumed your ass in my class and interrupted it. Ooh, it's too damn early. What time is it? Like 6 o'clock? Letting go of the imposter syndrome. Oh, who else found out that they was an imposter? Addictions. Letting go. Ooh, of cursing so much. Pray for your auntie. Pray for your auntie, sister, cousin. Learn to strive. Ooh, stop trying to help God. Letting go of control. Ooh, I love you. Come on in. Look, that's where you get up and get a testimony. Listen here. Ooh. So y'all got out the driver's seat. Y'all got out the driver's seat. Y'all got out the driver's seat. Ooh, stop trying to be a people pleaser and don't. I don't care if you like it or not. Go away. The value of sin. Ooh. Pray for me too, because I'm like a sailor over here, auntie. Auntie. Let's go. Judgment eyes. Okay. Okay. So the people that have had time to journal in whatever way that is, he want attention, y'all. Just don't give him none. Put a red nose on him and let him go. Moving on. Because you in my class. If you know so much, go teach your own. And we'll come over there and listen to what you got to say. But you in here interrupting mine, so nobody must not want to listen to you. Or your mama didn't teach you no manners that when somebody is talking, you hush. Especially if you ain't got nothing to say about nothing they're talking about. You're proving your point. Because we over here talking about how people have grown in the last 2 years and you're interrupting it. So you be a menacing spirit right about now. Demons come to cause confusion. You're right. We'll know them by their fruits. Because why you ain't in here listening to how people's lives have changed if you know so much? At 3:30, 4:30, 5:30, 6:30 in the morning. Go away. You want some attention and you probably don't get it in your normal life, so you won't come over here. I got you. Right, Queen. Go if you, that's how many people's pages do y'all see me on? Nobody's. Because I just teach what God got to tell me. But folks always be over here trying to teach about how much they know, and then when we go, it ain't not damn video nowhere. Go away. You're a troll, I guess. I don't know, but I don't care. Because in a minute, you about to be blocked. Like, go away. We don't even know you. We don't care. And people like you come in here all the time. It's been 2 years. Go away, honey. You are not the first. I promise you. Witching hour is over. But they done left a spine behind. Come on. Forget. still here anyway. Go on, so. You remember we talked about miserable people? Yeah, I remember we read the scripture recently about people that try to get under people's skin. They can't go to sleep unless they do. Don't this seem like that situation this early in the morning? And where he could be at, it could be just time to go to bed. So I just don't understand. Y'all remember we just read that? Just read it. It ain't even been what, a week or two. I be trying to tell you, people pop up off the page, baby, and they be thinking they doing something, and they don't know. They just be confirming what we just studied. Yeah, every time it does not fail. How many times has that happened here in whatever situation it is, and they fall right into the little thing like they really think they did. We didn't know they was coming. No, y'all keep that religious, but I like God telling us before they show up. Anyway, so back to how your life has changed. Tone, did you answer the question? I don't think you got a chance to hear it. We was asking about what has grown in your life since being over here. A lot of people talked about letting go, unforgiveness, letting go of unforgiveness. Um, what else? We had a whole bunch of stuff. What else y'all got? How has your life gone? Your eyes are open now. Crash test dummies is mirroring your past. Listen, knowledge and help with the cultivation of the. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know what y'all talking about over there. That might be a sidebar conversation. I finally talked to my mom and dad after 2 months after a family altercation. Good job. Good job. Good job. I want to be able to interpret my dreams. It might not be for you to interpret them. Sometimes you're just a dreamer. God has given another person. He'll give you another person. A weight was lifted, and I actually, oh, come on, baby, because I keep telling you, hurt people hurt people, and it's hard being a parent, as you will know now. So you're trying to teach somebody else how to be somebody else, and you ain't even affirmed who you are as a person yet. Listen, healing is real, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, yeah, it is. It's a real thing, and it takes time. It does. But if you chip at it away little by little every day, that's why I ask y'all to journal. That's why I ask you all to do the exercises like coloring so that you can get down in your mind and the stuff that you like been holding on to. You said what, Queen? Hold on. Hold on. You said what? What made you talk about looking at your kids, seeing yourself yesterday because you was in my business? Something came to mind. Okay. Let me say this real quick. You done heard me say if you scared to tell your testimony, it was pointless that God brought you out of it. If nobody else can't benefit from your testimony, why did God let you make it out with your right mind? Why did you get out with the activity of all your limbs? If Harriet Tubman, I keep saying this, if Harriet Tubman only thought about her getting free, so a lot of things that would be different in this life. She had to be beaten, knocked senseless, back opened up, assaulted, to turn around. Oh, Jesus, thank you. To turn around and go right back where she just got free from, to free other people, when she put herself in harm's way all the time to do it. She was beaten for other people, attacked for other people, everything. But God was showing her the way, because she was going to help in the Civil War, wasn't it? They couldn't have did it without Harriet, because the soldiers didn't even know the way. That's why I'm be worried about everybody that got the suits. They got the suits like they do it. That don't matter. That don't mean you got the intel and the strategy, homie. That comes next. I don't gotta floss my muscles. People see these books and get intimidated. Listen, when it wasn't nobody around me, my daddy made me sit down and learn. When pastors was calling me out and calling me crazy, I had to be able to walk against whole congregations as a child and say, I don't care what y'all say, y'all wrong. And guess what would come out 10 years later, 20 years later, 30 years later? Everything that God showed me, it didn't matter if I was a child. I saw. And God tells you not to discount the words out of a kid's mouth, because he know you worried about how people gonna feel. They don't give a damn. God tell them to say something. They go, you a bad man. He bad. He mean. I don't like him. He nasty. And you like, don't say that. He just told you the truth. Her gonna take something. I don't want her over here. Her gonna take my toy. And then your purse come up missing. Because God can whisper in their ear. He know they don't have no. They gonna say whatever come to their mind. Tell all your business and everything. Do you hear me? They don't care. We be what? Well, I used to be worried. I don't give a damn. I think got used to being by myself, and I'm gonna say it because I ain't walking around with that on my chest. I'm gonna be like this skid, skipping through this bad boy, going to get my crayons. I don't care. I said don't do that. That's not a good thing. What? Who are you? I'm just trying to tell you, you might not want to, and move on just like the kids do. And do. And do. But this is the thing. You can't help nobody if you only give out parts of your story. I done told y'all some stuff on here that I'll be like, oh, you made me tell this to me. Sometimes I get out here and I'll be like, why you doing me like that? Because it just, for whatever is needed. But I don't know what all of y'all are going through. That's why I hate when people try to control our class. Because like I said in the beginning of this, every single person in here, they're not going through the same thing. That's why our classes be everywhere, because somebody might have a thought and God had me just say something random to answer their thought. It's for the class. It's not just for you. And we don't, if you got your own book, you know where to go get it. And that's why I do that. So that you can go study for yourself. But you're not going to control my class because it's something you want to hear or start putting it up there like we at church. Don't do that. If I don't ever want to go back to that scripture, you got it. You know where to go find it. But you're not going to control my class, because everybody in here needs something different. What we heard at the beginning of the class, in class, middle of the class, if I go out and we was talking about something, that was enough. When I come back in and God give me something else, we own it, because maybe somebody else just came in class. You don't get to control my class. He does. And so far, that I've like, he don't control it. Everybody gets something every day that they come here, from what I know, because they be back here tomorrow. They did 13 years worth of Sundays and ain't been to church in 72 years total. Like, what? Reading every day. Working on themselves every day. Grandkids telling grandma's, grandma, you a nice grandma now. you a nice grandma now. You used to be a mean grandma, but now you a nice grandma now. What? Kids telling their mom, dang, I like this new mom. I like this new dad. Honey, and the grandkids is thankful for that teaching CERCA. Like, thank you, because my grandma, my auntie, her was mean. Now her is nice. Every time we go, her take us and we go get some candy from the store. Like, you her used to be mean like a bear. Like they go tell it. They don't give a damn. At all. And all right. Now, hold on, Miss Ashana. You can tell your story without ruining other people's lives. There's a lot of people I've talked about in here. Y'all don't know their names. Y'all do not know their names. You can tell your story without hurting other people. Do you understand? I know this whole expose and all of this, but how does causing more hurt help the situation? No, no, no. I know. I'm not talking to you. I mean, I'm just saying when you tell it, because see, a lot of people is telling their story, but they're also hurting other people or interrupting other people's lives to tell their story. It's a way to do it. Brother biscuit, sister biscuit, old girl carrot and apple, old boy dog and cat. You know what I'm saying? It's a way to do it to where if that person is working on their healing too, come on, baby. Okay, okay, okay. And I'm not just saying to you, baby. I'm just saying because we all in a form of healing. And there's been somebody came here yesterday and said, "Well, what if you want to confront the person?" I said, "Hey, confrontation is not always needed. There's other ways of healing situations. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not just talking to you. I'm doing this as a whole, like I said, because it's a lot of people that's starting to tell their stories and whatnot. But we don't want to be in line with the culture to where it's this whole, you know what I'm saying? We gonna, yeah, yeah. But I'm grateful for that. Please do tell your story. Everybody, this is the thing, y'all. There's other people that need to hear you. And I'm sure it's gonna be amazing. Because if you hear and you've been willing, not just here, but in life and alive and still thriving, it's because God, you have a testimony. And if you're gonna be a Harriet or Harry Tubman and lead other people out of what you came out of, then you have to tell them what God did for you. And that's the good, bad, and the ugly. It's a true statement because you steal God's glory if you don't tell how low you was and how where He brought you to. Joseph's story would not be as important to us if we didn't know that that nigga was in jail. And before he was in jail, his brothers beat him up, threw him in a hot pot, had him out there with the lips from New Jack City, and then sold him off into slavery. Then he had the old nasty Memphis woman. We gonna read about her today. I think we should, cause it's a lot of it going on in Hollywood, and it's trickling down into our society of people doing outrageous and outlandish things to, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, um, yeah, she was weird. It's a lot of weirdos just like that too. Mhm. But I will say this: I'm very happy for everybody's transitions here. I'm happy that you all are doing your soul searching, and you allowing God to go into dark places, the dark places of your mind, into the dark places of your heart, and into the places that have been held. Oh, man. So, okay. Um, I just want to say, I'm grateful for all of y'all that have chose to grow. Because you can stay stunted. You can move away from the sunlight. You ain't got to let the rain fall on you. Because when God is letting the rain fall, a lot of people move out the rain and go make their own way. Right? You don't let the rain fall. Well, then it's going to be a drought in your life because the soil isn't going to have enough moisture in it to fight off the heat that's coming, right? It's a whole thing when you let God cultivate your life. And I mean, but there's seasons. We talked about that. We talked about it. You know what I mean? You have got to, excuse me, choose to grow. You have to choose to grow because you can choose to stay right where you at. But the fact that you're letting go means you're not going to be heavy, which means if the wind do blow now, you can go. You used to be too heavy to move. So then you just get planted in that mud and it be moss and green stuff growing on the outside of you because you ain't moved nowhere. You ain't did nothing. And what I mean by that is you moved all around, but it didn't benefit nobody, not even you. You held on to that stuff, but who was plagued with it? You. And like somebody read the scripture yesterday, unforgiveness means the tormentors get to come torment you. That's where the depression comes from. So when you let it go, the demons that are the tormentors, and there's, like I said, there's different classes, just like there's different classes of angels, there's different classes of demons. And the tormentors get to come to you. Who remembers that God sent the tormentors on Saul? Y'all remember? God sent a demon that would choke this dude until he got ready to pass out and then let him go. What do serial killers do? Most times, if they playing with the person, they will choke them until they're almost dead and then let them out and then do it again because it's a form of control. And God sent that on Saul? Really? That? And y'all be playing with the Lord, huh? Come on. Let them work their own life out. We don't know their road. You hear me? You don't want to forgive? Now y'all this is why a lot of people wake up coughing and gagging in the middle of the night. Mm-mm. Look at y'all think about wait a minute. Shall we read about Saul instead? I think that version though that I read is in Josephus. I want to say it's in Josephus when I read about Saul and how we would come and get him. Why did I turn to that when David had numbered the people? I'm right here. He be putting me right like that's that's nuts. Y'all see me just pick it up and open it. I'm just gonna turn this around and let y'all see. This don't have nothing to do with that, but everything happened for a reason. This was talking about the Giants. And where was they at, Gaza? They was at Gaza. They was in Gaza. That's crazy that we turned to this right away and they was in Gaza. Y'all see it? That's Gaza. 9 feet. Who was there? The giant. The Philistines. Nephin, his kinsmen, the Philistines. What is this? For he slew many of those that bragged that they were the posterity. What's the posterity? The lineage of the who? The giants. David did that? David killed a lot of giants. We're going to come back to that. Which book is this? This is Josephus. Hold on one second. I will show you. Very good book. The History of the Jews. It's a very good book. But hold on. I'm trying to find this good old story. This David. So I got to go back some. Let me see. So, boom. Here we go. Asada was sent to the prophet and he called him to consult. And I tell you, my daddy be taking me right to it. Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. Oh, wait a minute. Listen. I'm in Josephus right now. Give me 1 second. I'm looking for something. Is this one dead? Y'all, did I leave this on? I did. I gotta charge it. Let me go get this white one. Y'all know this is rechargeable, right? What's plugged in that don't have to be? Oh, I can plug it in this thing. All of my plugs is full, but I forgot. This strip has the USB on it. Oh, stay. I gotta take these boxes out of here, y'all. Boom. Ooh, let me go get my white one. Ooh. Hold on, and I gotta pee anyway. Give me a second. I don't know what the hell I did with the thing. It's probably stashed in a book. Because it's not in here that I can see. So I'll wait for that one to charge. I don't know where it is. That's the problem with reading books and throwing them on the side of the bed. The book lights be in there too. Hello. Okay. Back to what we was doing. Give me a second. Hold on 1 second, y'all. This might be it. He was supposed to kill the infants. He didn't do it. Give me 1 second, y'all. What the heck is that? I know that. Sorry. Good morning, y'all. David and Saul was doing a whole bunch of everything. I really enjoyed this story. Give me 1 second, y'all, because I don't know exactly where it is in here, but I know where it is in the Bible, but the story in here gets a little bit more detailed. Where the heck is it? All right, well, I'll have to find it later and we'll talk about it because I don't know. I know it's right here in this area, but I don't know exactly where it is. Oh, wait, it might be right here. Hold on. Ooh, yeah, because this one you talked to the necromancer lady. Okay, I'm getting close. Ooh, wait a minute. So we'll get to the demon, but can we read about the witch of Endor? Y'all want to read about that? It's interesting. Cause seeing is how we watching all the stuff we watching anyway. What the heck? Is this right? Nope. And we'll get to it. It's somewhere right after this. This was good. I forgot about this. No, we'll get to it. It's here somewhere, like right in this earth somewhere. I'm about to. Yeah. What y'all think over here on YouTube? I'll find that too. It's in here, but I don't know exactly where it is. I just know it's in here. He was disobedient and God sent that spirit to choke on him. Is we here? Okay. Okay. So we gonna call this when you don't hear from God, you go looking at outside sources. That's what this little segment about to be about. When God say no, you move around him. We just talked about that, didn't we? Yes. Y'all want to see somebody else in the Bible that did that? You start going to talk to other spirits, your ancestors and stuff, to get answers because God ain't listening to you or he ain't responding fast enough, or you gonna do it yourself. Right here. 210. 210 if you have the book, but you know it'd be different versions. So chapter 14 is what it's looking like of. I don't really know how these whole books work in this book. Y'all ready? Okay. Here we go. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Here we go. I really need that light, but we just gonna hold off. I just don't know where my white one is. This is making me really sad, and I know it's in my room somewhere, right in my face too. All right. So, did I? Oh man, hold on. Okay. All right. So it says about the same time that the Philistines resolved to make war against the Israelites. And sent to all their confederates that they should go along with them to the war in Regan, near the city of Shunem, whence they might gather themselves together and suddenly attack the Hebrews. They did in Ashish, the king of Gath, desire David to assist them with his armed men against the Hebrews. Then he readily promised and said that the Lord said that the time was now come wherein I cannot see. Hold on, I need a light. I am getting old. I cannot see them little bitty words with these glasses on. Give me a second. Maybe I need to take them off. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe that's making it worse. Give me a second. Oh, that's what it is. The damn glasses make it worse. Okay, here we go. Now I can actually see the words. All right. Then did Ashish, the king of Gath, desire David to assist them with his armed men against the Hebrews. This he readily promised and said that the time was now come wherein he might require him for his kindness and hospitality. So the king promised to make him the keeper of his body after the victory, supposing that the battle with the enemy succeeded to their mind, which promise of honor and confidence he made on purpose to increase his zeal for his service. Now Saul, the king of the Hebrews, had cast out of the country fortune tellers. What's a fortune teller? See, I need the glasses to see y'all, not this. So I'm gonna have to be putting them up and down like the other people. I can't see y'all, but I can see this good without the glasses. That whole having these on reading can't do it. A psychic. A psychic? Yeah. I'm gonna put them on my head. I am. I'm gonna have to be doing just like yep, that's where I'm at right now. A psychic. That's what we got. A fortune teller, right? Okay, because I can't see with these damn things I'm reading this book. I can see it clearly without that. All right. And the necromancers, Saul, the king of the Hebrews, had cast out of the country the fortune tellers and the necromancers. Now, what's a necromancer? Can somebody give me the definition of a necromancer? Because I can't see y'all, but I can see them words real good when I ain't got these glasses on. What's the definition? Magic over the dead. People who talk to the dead. A person who can bring up the spirit of the dead. 210 in Josephus. A person who practices necromancy. A wizard or uh-oh. All right. Somebody just said something. Thank you. People that use this kind of stuff right here. The people that we watching on the shows we watching. Because we know that the shows that we watching is about back when before the flood and right after the flood. So in the city of Jerusalem and surrounding spaces, there was people who was talking to their dead ancestors, aka the demons or spirits of the dead. Right in Jesus's own, really. They was fortune telling, and it was real prophets in there. It really? You yep. So in God's holy city, there was people conjuring demons and talking to the dead and doing magic in the city where the person that was going to give life to everything and every oh oh in God's holy city, huh? Really? Really? And yeah, I wonder why he used to sell them into slavery. See, this book gives the in between of a lot of that. We get the first sentence of the story, the middle sentence of the story in the KJV. But this right here is going to break everything down in between all the wars, and you're going to see how much. Now y'all see why I was so enthralled about the Giants because they mentioned in here a lot. A lot. Hercules was mentioned in here. Dionysus or Dionysus is mentioned in here. The Sophations, which was Hercules' kids. And this how we found out Hercules was married to Abraham's granddaughter. So he was a real person. Good morning, baby. Oh, get you some. Okay. Oh, you just gotta go back up. I gotta get used to this. I can't get used to this. I'm gonna give me some chains so they can drop down. I can put them up, drop down. I am a real librarian right about now. Quit playing. Okay. Okay. All right. So it says, now Saul, the king of the Hebrews, had cast out of the country the fortune tellers and the necromancers and all such as exercise the like arts, the magical arts, talking to rocks and making stuff move, water magic, fire magic, wind magic. Hmm. Hmm. All that participated in the dark arts. Hmm. Okay. Accepting the prophets. But when he heard that the Philistines were already come and had pitched their camp near the city of Shunem, situate or basically situated in the plain, he made haste to oppose them with his forces. And when he was come to a certain mountain called Gilboa, he pitched his camp over against the enemy. But when he saw the enemy's army, he was greatly troubled because it appeared to him to be numerous and superior to his own. So it was a gang of giants out there. And he inquired of God by the prophets concerning the battle, that he might know beforehand what would be the event of it. And when God did not answer him, I'm going to say that again. And when God did not answer him, Saul was under a still greater dread, and his courage fell. For seeing as was a responsible as was, but I'm sorry, a reasonable to okay, hold on. Saul was under a still greater dread, and his courage fell, foreseeing as was but reasonable to suppose that mischief would befall him. Now God was not there. Now that God was not there to assist him, yet did he bid his servants to inquire out of him some woman that was a necromancer, and called up the souls of the dead, that so he might know whether his affairs would succeed up his mind. For this sort of necromantic women, that bring up the souls of the dead, do by them foretell future events to such as desire them. And one of his servants told him that there was such a woman in the city of Endor, but was known to nobody in the camp. Hereupon Saul put off his royal apparel and took two of those his servants with him. They worded this so weird. Whom he knew to be the most faithful to him, and came to Endor to the woman, and entreated her to act the part of a fortune teller, and to bring up such a soul to him as he should name to her. But when the woman opposed his motion, and said she did not despise the king, who had banished the sort of fortune tellers, and that he did not do well himself when she had done him no harm, to endeavor to lay a snare for her, and to discover that she exercised a forbidden art, in order to procure her to be punished, he swore that nobody should know what she did, and that he would not tell anyone else what she foretold, but that she should incur no danger. As soon as he had induced her by his oath to fear no harm, he bade her to bring to him the soul of Samuel. Excuse me. And she, not knowing who Samuel was, called him out of Hades. When he appeared, and the woman saw one that was venerable and of a divine form, she was in disorder. And being astonished at the sight, she said, Art not thou King Saul? For Samuel had informed her who he was. When God stopped answering Saul, he went to a witch. He cloaked himself, but as soon as Samuel came up, he told her who he was. I'm the prophet, and that's the king. What do you do when God stopped talking to you? Or when you don't get no answer from God? Do you immediately go to his enemies and start trying to get answers? You getting on your psychic line? You pulling out your rocks out your bag? You divining tea leaves? You doing water magic? You doing fire magic? That's why I told you, I don't do no readings. Y'all know I ain't doing no readings. Call Miss Cleo. Come on. This woman had enough power to call the dead from Hades, a prophet. She dealt with old magic. The kind we be watching on our shows when they call it archaic magic. Now, this was a time before Jesus was born. Right? I told y'all it was wizards. The Hobbit, Lord of the Rings. Who is the Lord of the Rings? Solomon. Who is Solomon to David? His son. Who is Saul to David? Who is David to Saul? He was the king. But what did David do for Saul? Thank you, God. You just told me where the story was. Mm-mm-mm. It's in the beginning. Thank you, Dad. He played a harp, didn't he? Hold on, y'all. Oh, shoot, it was right here on page. I was looking at it. Go back to chapter 8 real quick, y'all. Hold your place right there. Dang it. It was right there. I was looking. I said it's right here. It was right here. Literally. Thank you, Dad. Mm-mm-mm. Go back to chapter 8, y'all, at the bottom right here. It was right here in my face. I looked at it. That's what's crazy. Okay, I want to read this real quick. At the bottom of chapter 2, right? So basically, Saul had disobeyed God, right? And Samuel ordained David. And we know why David came. So right here, I'm just gonna read from like the bottom of chapter page 195, the bottom of chapter, I'm just chapter 8 right here at the first column at the bottom. So it says, but he was at 159, it says, but he was mistaken in judging about God's providence. For when Saul inquired of God whether he should anoint this youth, whom he so admired and esteemed worthy of the kingdom, God said, men do not see as God seeth. Thou indeed has respect to the fine appearance of this youth, and then esteemest him worthy of the kingdom. So God said, you looking at his outward appearance that he'll look like a good king, but God sees differently, right? It says, and then esteemest him worthy of the kingdom, while I propose the kingdom as a reward, not of the beauty of bodies, but of the virtue of souls. And I inquire after that one is one that is perfectly comely in that respect. Real quick, do I not be talking about that? I said they be worried about a person that look like a pastor instead of really knowing what that person got to say. So the church still is using people that look the part but can't feel the part for real. God said you looking because remember Jesse had brought all his sons down, and so King was like, oh yeah, I know he real nice looking, he gonna make a good king. God told him, you keep looking on the outside of how beautiful they are and how they look. He said, but that's not what I'm looking for. He said it's a reward to be the king of my kingdom, and I'm looking for somebody that ain't just about to mess it up, not the person that look like they can run a kingdom. Yeah, I'm gonna look like nothing long as I can do it. Because there's a whole bunch of people looking the part but can't feel the part, baby. I get that from my daddy. Because my daddy didn't come like he was going to save the world, but he did. He came in his Jesus 100s and his linen suit. And it was them people walking around with all of this on and all of that on. I don't know where my book is. Y'all know the book I'm looking for, though. And Jesus came in some sweats and a t-shirt. Knocking niggas out. You know what I'm saying? That's how my daddy showed up. But anyway, here we go. Oh. Give me a minute. I'm turning into an old lady slowly but surely. Just give me a second. All right. It says, God said, men do not see as God sees. Thou indeed has respect to the fine appearance of this youth. And this then esteemeth him worthy of the kingdom, while I propose the kingdom as a reward, not of the beauty of bodies, but of the virtue of souls. And I inquire after one that is perfectly comely in that respect. I mean, one who is beautiful in piety and righteousness and fortitude and obedience. For in them consists the comeliness of the soul. When God had said this, Samuel obeyed Jesse to show him all of his sons. So he made 5 other of his sons come to him. And all of whom, we're going to skip this part because this ain't what I need. Because we know the story, but we're going to get down here to this bottom part. Okay, 164 right here. So it says, now as soon as his father had sent for David, he was come. He appeared to be of yellow complexion, yellow, of a sharp sight, and a comely person in other respects also. This is he, says Samuel privately to himself, whom it pleases God to make our king. So he sat down to the feast and placed the youth under him, and Jesse also with his other sons. After which he took oil in the presence of David and anointed him, and whispered him in the ear, and acquainted him that God chose him to be their king. Didn't I tell y'all God be whispering me? But it do. And do. Thank you, Jesus, for whispering in my ears. I like it. Ooh-wee. And acquainted him that God chose him to be their king, and exhorted him to be righteous and obedient to his commands, for that by this means his kingdom will continue for a long time, and that his house should be of great splendor, celebrated in the world, and that he should overthrow the Philistines, and that against what nation soever he should make war, he should be the conqueror and survive the fight, and that while he lived, he should enjoy a glorious name and leave such a name to his posterity also. We know his posterity is Solomon. So Samuel, when he had given him these admonitions, went away. But now here it go right here. Here it go right here. Listen, family. But the divine power departed from Saul. But the divine power departed from Saul and removed to David, who upon this removal of the divine spirit, listen, to him began to prophesy But as for Saul, some strange and demoniacal disorders came upon him and brought upon him such suffocations as were ready to choke him. For when the physicians could not find no other remedy but this, that if any person could charm those passions by singing and playing upon the harp, they advised them to inquire for such a one, and to observe when these demons came upon him and disturbed him, and to take care that such a person might stand over him and play upon the harp and recite hymns to him. Accordingly, Saul did not delay, but commanded them to seek out such a man. And when when a certain bystander, stander by, said that he had seen in the city of Bethlehem a son of Jesse, who was yet no more than a child in age, but comely and beautiful, and in other respects, one that was deserving of the great regard, who was skillful in playing on the harp. I'm just gonna stop right there. We reading it right now. What's demoniacal? Tell me the definition of demoniacal. But did y'all hear what happened? Saul kept disobeying God and not listening. So God snatched, he didn't care how good of a king he looked. God snatched the kingdom from his hands. And then, as soon as Samuel anointed David, the Spirit of God left Saul and is possessed or influenced by a demon, relating to the characteristics of a demon or evil spirit. As soon as God's Spirit left Saul, the tormenting demons came. It was instant. As soon as God took the spirit off of Saul and put it on David, David started to prophesy. But it said, instantly the demons came to torment Saul. You don't have to listen. But now, now, who's heard me say this? The same demons that get you to disobey God, they want you to disobey Him so they can torment you. And they the ones that got you to do it so they know exactly how to torment your mind. There was the same demons telling him not to listen to God. As soon as God removed his spirit, them same demons had him running through here crazy. Somebody, what? What'd you say? No, leave it alone. Don't touch me. Get off of me. There's someone in my room. There's spies all over me. You don't have to believe in God, but you're going to believe in them demons. You're going to see them. See, God's grace is He hides all that from your eyes. But if you don't want to listen to God, well, then you can see the other. God keeps you in singleness of mind. You don't want to listen? Fine. You're going to listen to everything. Oh my God, did you hear that? Nobody heard anything. No. There's something outside of my room. No. You don't hear that? Keep the veil for me, Dad. Thanks. Keep the evil spirits from me. Thanks. I don't want none of that. You want to keep going out into the dark, meditating, and don't know what's out there, and that very thing, go on and get it. Because as soon as Saul, okay, hold on. Who was the first person or being that didn't listen? Lucifer. 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 Lucifer and his homeboys. Lucifer and his brothers. Good morning. Lucifer and his brothers were the first people to say, I'm not listening to God. I'm doing what I want to do. So as soon as you stop listening, gone away from me then. Gone away. God said you don't want to listen to the spirit that know everything. Now you're going to listen to all the other spirits. And they're going to do what they want to do to you. And just so happened, one of these demons was the demon that used to come and choke him until he almost passed out and then let him go. And then choke him until he almost passed out and let him go. And then choke him until he almost passed out and let him go. So they have control over when you breathe and when you don't. It's a lot of serial unalivers that use the same technique. You don't think that's crazy? If you watch enough of these, no way, auntie. You put some oil over there? You can ask God to show you what spirit it is. And now y'all see why. Now y'all know why he was comfortable going to the witch, where we about to go back to. Because as soon as God quit talking to him, the demons came. So then he went to the people that did magic right after that. Oh, okay. Okay. I got you. Oh, I believe it, Miss Nicole. I believe that. And see, that's why I be trying to tell y'all. It be some in y'all kids' room at night because it would only be sleep when this was happening. It would be nighttime. So a demon can go in the king's bedroom in the middle of the night and choke him and scratch him and hurt him. Why can't it do it to your children? Now y'all see why I said, please anoint y'all kids' bedposts, anoint their room, anoint their closet, because Monsters Inc. showed us they come right on out from under the bed, right on out of the shadows, and as soon as you come, they hide in the shadows. And they said, no, it was just there. It was something. Baby, I'm looking in here. There was nothing in here, but it was. He came out of my room and he said to me, my son sure did say there was a scary monster. He calls it a ghost. Okay. Wow. My son says on my head under his bed and I got the anointing on. I'll be trying to tell y'all, these kids be trying to tell y'all what be running through y'all house. And people be like, you listen to your kids too much and you don't listen to your kids enough. Because my kids be telling me about the people. Y'all. Yep, you can do it yourself too. Now let's go back over here to page 210. I'll be right back too. I need to make me some more coffee. It's only my first cup today. I'm happy. So I got a question. Do not this be juicy as hell? When you read this in the Bible and you can get the nuts and berries of it all, all it's like taking the biscuit and sopping up all that good gravy, baby. You don't want nothing to be left. You just want the plate and the fork. I mean, the fork and the knife on the plate. Because there's so much more in these stories, and we don't get to hear that part. We know that this happened, but it don't go into detail like this. It say God took the kingdom from him, and the tormenting spirit came, but it was choking him in his sleep. But God had already had him meet his help. Did you get that? God, he had already met his help a couple weeks ago at the party when he went down to Jesse's house looking for a new king. Samuel anointed David and told him that part. Right. And man, because you didn't go in there and get it right. Okay. It's a real thing. And this is why I say I gotta go get my thing, y'all. Hold on. I slept wrong last night. I know I did. I don't know what. I thank y'all to everybody that is making sure CERCA is cool, because I promise you, all of these massages y'all sent me, I use them just about every day. What, Josephus? That should be a PDF. I think it's on. You can get it on Google Books. I think. I know I downloaded one. It just might not be this exact version of it. You have a good day too. Oh, sorry, y'all. Okay, so let me ask y'all a question. Why don't spirits talk about, I mean spirits, why don't pastors and preachers and churches talk about this kind of stuff? Tell me. They scared? They don't believe for real? Yeah, because a lot of spirits won't, I mean, pastors won't even talk about demonic oppression and how most of the people in their churches filled with demons. They don't do deliverance ministries no more. They don't fast. They don't pray. For real, for real. If it is about stuff they want and not their spiritual walk, fear of profit, people not believing. They told they can't. It's not politically correct for the church. Do you have to go to church to believe in God? No. And you didn't see that during COVID. People couldn't go to church. And all the pastors that was talking about people not going to church and watching online was teaching online, wasn't it? They didn't have no problem telling people to send their tithes, even though they didn't know if people had food, because ain't nobody been to work in 3 weeks. Guess you ain't a sinner if it's sick, huh? If everybody's sick, then it ain't a sin not to go to church. Because I have been asking people right before that, so what happened if something happened and we can't go to church? This was questions I was asking pastors right before COVID. And they was like, what are you talking about? I said, what happens if you're banned from going to church? Like, you can't go. Oh, I'm always going to be able to go to church. And then I said, well, God, you told me. So I had to get okay with studying at home because God told me it was going to be a time where we wasn't going to be able to step foot in the church. And it came in my lifetime. So, like a few years later, I was like, whoa, that was fast. And I had told all the pastors, what you going to do if they close like that? Like, you can't. That ain't going to happen. Them churches was closed down. Was there or was they not? And then if you went, some people was the whole damn church was dying damn near. Everybody had the sickness. Mm. There was times when the disciples couldn't even step foot in the tabernacle because the people that was in there was trying to kill them. No? Who kept putting them in jail? Who kept lying on them and stuff? Who was doing that? The church. They was the one putting out the fake hits on there. I mean, the fake warrants and running to the judges talking about they didn't broke the law. And it wasn't the people in the world. As a matter of fact, God would have to take his people and hide them in the people of the world's house. And they was treated better than they was treated by the church people. Make that make sense. Hmm? Yeah, I wonder why the people run to the world, because the world be treating them better than the church people. They can trust them. They can tell them something and it don't leave the bum or the alcoholic person don't say nothing. But they tell somebody in their church and everybody know. When that's supposed to be the vault of confession. Church. It said confess your sins one to another, didn't it? It didn't say go run and tell everybody. That's why the tale bearing and the backbiting stuff is in the Bible. Because God knew that folks was gonna hear important information and they was gonna go tell somebody else. I don't know. Just give me a second. It's not in my shoulder. Woo! All right. Let's do this. Okay. Here we go. Right. So we back on page 210, and then I'm gonna get off. It was time is it? 6:50. I'm doing good. Yep, I did. I just went to sleep. I kept waking up last night. I told y'all. I don't know. I'm just looking around the room and going back to sleep. It was weird. All right. Off my head so you can see. We got down here to see them. Oh, here we go. So we on page 211 here at verse or little chapter or whatever. Well, I'll just start at the top of 211 right there. Okay. So it says that he might know beforehand what would be. Well, we read that already. He already went and seen the witch at Endor. She was a necromantic woman. She talked to the dead. He promised he wasn't gonna hurt her, and then she brought up Samuel soul from Hades. So we're gonna go right here to 332, like verse or whatever this is, section 332, and it says, as soon as he had induced her by this oath not to fear no harm, he bade her to bring up to him the soul of Samuel. She, not knowing who Samuel was, called him out of Hades. When he appeared and the woman saw one that was venerable and of divine form, she was in disorder. And being astonished at the sight, she said, Art not thou King Saul? For Samuel had informed her who he was. When he had when he had owned that to be true, and had asked her whence her disorder arose, she said that she saw a certain person ascend, who in his form was like to a god. And when he had bid her to tell him what he resembled, and what habit he appeared, and of what age he was, she told him he was an old man already, and of a glorious personage, and had on a sacerdotal mantle. So the king discovered by these things that he was Samuel. And he had fell down upon the ground and saluted and worshipped him. And when the soul of Samuel asked him why he had disturbed him and caused him to be brought up, he lamented the necessity he was under. For he said that his enemies pressed heavily upon him, that he was in distress of what to do in his present circumstances. Then I'm sorry, that he was forsaken of God and could not obtain no prediction and could obtain no prediction of what was coming, neither by the prophets nor by dreams, and that these were the reasons why I have the recourse to thee, who has always took his care of me. Wait a minute. Hold on. What did I tell y'all about people never wanting to listen to me until what I told them was gonna happen, and then they come back and be like, okay, I'm ready to listen now, and I'll be like, yeah, it's too late. And they don't see me telling them what's coming as taking care of them. They call me a jinx. They call me a witch. They didn't call me all kind of stuff. I said, and yet everything I told you was gonna happen. That was God talking to you. Because I don't care. It don't matter to me. That's your life. It don't affect me at all. Exactly. He said, why you disturb me? You didn't listen to me when I was around your butt every day. When I was trying to warn you, when I was trying to tell you, when I was trying to think of a way to break it down to you what was going to come. And I had to walk around on eggshells to try to tell you what was coming to you. And now that everything that I told you that was going to happen and happen, you waking me up. And I'm dead and you still asking me questions. Because even in death, prophets are blessed. Y'all remember that? They bones. This is why they always had to take the prophet's bones with them. Because if you blessed in life as a prophet and God did not turn his back on you or nothing, even your bones are valuable. And wherever the bones of the prophet is, there's going to be some good stuff happening around there. Crazy, right? That's why Satan wanted Moses. Come on now. They know, and that's why the crown won't give up all them bones. That's why all the Egyptian stuff and the stuff that, because there was a lot of Jews in Egypt, Joseph, them, and all of these blessed people. And it works even if you're a bad person. You remember when they stole the ark? Them people didn't lose a battle the whole time they had the ark. The wrong people didn't have it. Whoever had the ark was blessed. It didn't matter if they was bad or good people, because what God bless you can't curse it. So even if something that is blessed falls into the wrong hands, God is a just God. He blessed the unjust as well as the just. So if he said that this one thing right here is blessed, then even if it falls into the hands of the enemy, they're going to be blessed as long as they got it. That's why Britain has been able to colonize most of the world right now. Them and the Catholic Church, because they got the bones of the prophets, they got all their pieces, because they own the Smithsonian. And the Smithsonian is the people that when you find a giant bone, they come in the middle of the night and take your stuff and you got to be quiet about it. As to why they know what's going on from the dawn of civilization until right now. They can write that whole thick book that we got in here, and it goes along with the Bible and everything. Let me go make me some coffee. I'll be right back. They got all of them bones. They showed us in Troll that under the Catholic churches is where the giant bones is at. Hold on, y'all. Okay, sorry, I had to go to the restroom. Make me some more coffee here. Okay, now do me a favor. Grab your book one. Go to Testament of Solomon to the very end, please. The very end of the book. Now, hear me. Saul lived in the same palace that David lived in. Saul, because he did not listen to God, was tormented by demons once the Spirit of God left him. Okay? Then David became a king, had other wives, but stole Uzziah's wife, or whatever his name is. I think it was Uzziah. Stole his wife by killing him, which was a spirit of murder, and then tried to cover it up. Well, first the spirit of adultery, because she was married to someone else. He was a king. He already had other wives, but she had a one husband. He killed her husband. First, he tried to bribe him. Then he killed him on the battlefield. So that was cover up the spirit of deceit. and then the spirit of murder, and then, okay, then uh he had his son Solomon, right? And Solomon lived in that same palace. Look here. Get your book one for me. Go to the back. And right to the last page is the Testament of Solomon. Second to the last page. 986. Watch this. You don't think demons stay around? Let's see. Let's see if they can stay in a place. Let's look. Saul went crazy in that same palace. David got it and became a murderer. Okay. And then Solomon got the same palace. Let's look and see what happened to Solomon at the end of his time, because he didn't listen to God. Right here. 26. Page 986. What's it say? Let's read it together. It says, hold on, wait a minute. This is ridiculous. I'm getting old in just 2 years. I now took countless wives from every land and kingdom. I also took a journey to the kingdom of the Jebusites and saw a woman in their kingdom, and I fell madly in love with her. Mind you, he got a woman from every land and kingdom. That means he got Hawaiian itches. He got Creole itches. He got Nubian itches. He got Asian itches. He got Eastern Indian itches. He had a wife from every land and kingdom on the planet. The baddest of the baddest. He traveled around the world, or people brought women to him from every freaking culture. This nigga had hoes from different area codes for real. Flavor Flav and the Bachelor anchor, he had the baddest of the base, and I had one from every kingdom, nigga, every land, nigga. I went down in the bush and got me a bush chick. She walk around in a loincloth all day, nigga. She bagging him up. No. He got him a little Asian chick. She like, konnichiwa. They come through his hair like, dang, bro, you. Damn, look at her. Damn. What is you, Filipino girl? You Filipino and black. Damn. Hey, he got him a blazing over there. He got him a. Wait a minute. Whole niggas is probably in there like, well, wait a minute. You got a sister? He's literally bringing women, exotic women from every culture to live in his harem, in his house. He said, I had one from every land and every kingdom. He made the Blasians right. We know that from the Solomon Islands. We know that. Okay, is you listening? Girl, blowing back down. I bet Solomon was. Yeah. God didn't get. Now listen. God gave him wisdom about anatomy. He could talk to animals, so he knew how to tell the birds what song to sing. He can make the dogs do little, women. We'd be like, oh, that's so cute. You'd be like, turn around, bring her the ring. And the dog is trained and you just cry. He knew how to talk to the animals. So he could make all of the elephants bow to you or dance. He could understand the animals and they could understand him. That means he could tell the birds to fly up in the sky and spell out your name, like the planes be doing now, saying, will you marry me? I would have folded. Girl, me too. You know all the anatomy about every. You got wisdom about. You know what flowers and herbs get you all the way together. You listen, my man, honey. You can ask him a question about anything and he answer it truthfully too. He ain't giving you the roundabout. Now you might not like what he say because it might cut you to your heart. Well, do you love me more than your otherwise 622? You just see, I love you. You're number 622. At least you know the truth. Oh, I love all your my. I ain't gonna lie now. You asked. Well, do you love me more than her? She got a little bit more skill than you. I'm just saying. You know. I'm just saying. You want the truth, he gonna give it to you. All right, so let's read about it. So David saw Solomon all lived in the same space, and there was something that happened to their mental capacity to where they stopped listening to God at some point. But think about it. During the time that these men were reigning, there were also wizards and warlocks. There was potions and spells and witchcraft. Because we're gonna hop on over to. You said if that's the case, I would never ask. I don't know. Well, I'm a sapio, so I'd have been all in his face. Googly eye, just listen. So what's this book say? Like he'd have been sick of me. I'd have been at the nigga feet all day. You said you got something to do. I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna go with you. I y'all know my favorite thing is can I ask you a question? I would have been a perfect Solomon wife. Because I need you to answer. I would have been like the Queen of Sheba, honey. She went and stayed 6 months and got knocked up because the nigga was talking in her ear so good. What you mean? She said, I want my son to be smart, honey. If I have kids, this is gonna see most girls go for dumb baby daddies. Hate to say it. Right? He don't know nothing, he can't do nothing, he fine though. Let me tell you something. All of my kids' fathers are extremely smart. Now, whether they do the right things as far as their children is concerned or whatever, or in regards to the situation I had with them, but they were all very smart men. One of the reasons that I chose to even talk to them is because they taught me so much. You said mine is a scammer. I'm done. My oldest one turned into one. He used to be a baller, then he turned into a scammer. I don't know how that happened, but amen. I ain't seen a nigga in over 20 years, so I don't know. I heard through the grapevine. Actually, I looked it up online. You know, jailnet.com or something. But for real. But for real. So let's read about what happened to Solomon. Now that he got hoes in different area codes, Mr. Solomon does. Okay. So I got this somewhere. Okay. Oh, on your head, circa. All right. Mine's also, I don't know about my oldest daughter. He was all right, right? Listen, y'all, everybody been like, damn, yeah, he was stupid. I don't even know why he was killed, but he don't talk about nothing. Come on. So look, whew. He said, I also took a journey to the kingdom of the Jebusites and saw a woman in their kingdom, and I fell madly in love with her and wanted her to be a wife in my harem. So I said to their priest, give me this Shunammite because I am madly in love with her. And they replied, if you love our daughter, fall down before our gods, the great Raphan and Moloch, and take her. However, I did not want to worship their gods, so I said to them, I worship no foreign god. But they threatened violence against the maiden, saying, if you have the opportunity to go to the kingdom of Solomon, say to him, I will not go to bed with you unless you become like my people and take 5 locusts and sacrifice them in the name of Raphan and Molech. So because I loved the girl, she was in full bloom and I was out of my sense. He said, I want that wop. He said, I know it. My spidey senses, see, at least she got that wop and she young and everything in the right place. He said, look, what I got to do to take her home? Listen, ain't nobody ever gave me this much trouble. Normally I come in, I get what I want after these cheeks. What is you doing, homie? They said, we ain't giving her up that easy. You gonna have to give us something for her. He said, man, because this man, look, she had me on my senses, boy. She done look. This probably what they had to do. I tell you, these old people be plotting. I need a. I'm just use this. Okay, we gonna. She all on a nigga neck like this. He like, hey, she like, hey, Solomon. He like, She like, how are you today, honey? Rubbing her nose all up on his neck, back behind here. She got her face, and you know how women we do, put our face right here and kind of rub it up. She like, then she probably had on the best of the best. Come on. Hey, how are you? He like, I'm fine. And she a witch, first of all. They put milk in the bath. Come on. Come on. Listen. They knew what to do. This is the wisest man on earth. She put it, hey, he said, this girl I got to have her. Look, go. All the ones I got, but this is the one I want. Mm, mm. It says, he said she was in full bloom and I was out of my senses. I accepted as nothing the custom of sacrificing the blood of the locust, some bugs. I took them in my hands and sacrificed in the name of Raphan and Molech to idols. And I took the maiden to the palace of my kingdom. So the Spirit of God departed from me, and from that day on, my words became as idle talk. She convinced me to build temples of idols, and as a result, I, wretched man that I am, carried out her advice, and the glory of God completely departed from me. So first the Spirit of God departed. And then she was able to talk him into building. He said he didn't worship no false idols, but then he sacrificed. Now she got him building temples to idols. As a result, God completely left him the glory. He had the spirit. God took his spirit, but he left his glory on him. He was going to let him continue to be king and be cool. But guess what? It says, as a result, I, wretched man that I am, carried out her advice, and the glory of God completely departed from me. And my spirit was darkened, and I became a laughing stock to the idols and demons. For this reason, I have written out this, my testament, in order that those who might hear, pray about, and pay attention to the last things and not the first things, in order that they might finally find grace forever. So 3 men for sure. Well, we're gonna say 2, because David kind of went on and did his thing. But for sure, Saul and Solomon got tangled up through a witch, a woman. Who did the angels give their magic to first? The women. And they said that they had arts. It didn't say nothing about no. Now there are stories, Simon and Sorcerer and whatnot, but it was women. Women. They called them necromantical, necromant, whatever, necromancers. necromantic, excuse me, necromantic women, the women who deal in the dark. What are we watching movies about right now? What are we watching whole series about? Why witches are more powerful than warlocks? Come on. Necromancy is real. Not was, baby. It's real right now. Mahogany. It ain't went nowhere. Y'all favorite singer? Uh oh. To the left, to the left. All to the in the. Her husband be telling y'all what they be doing. Good morning. Who's watching the Fates on Netflix? The Wink Saga. That show getting so good. Hmm. Y'all see it? So we watched The Wheel of Time. We watched The Witcher. Good morning. We watched Game of Thrones had the Red Witch. And as long as she had that necklace on, what happened? You thought they canceled Winx. We've been watching it. She stayed young. What about Maleficent? How did her feet look? Not her feet. Her no, did they have bird feet? Or did she just have wings? Did she have regular feet? She had horns. She had horns. She didn't have bird feet. It's Netflix. Can I ask y'all a question? Okay, look at this picture. And we know these is Abraham's kids, right? They came out of Keturah, right? This is the Indian, one of the Hindu, or not Hindu, but Eastern Indian books, right? What y'all think this say on the bottom of here? Y'all want to know what that say on the bottom of there? The foolish mock at the Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna, when he descends like a human being. They do not know his transcendental nature and his supreme dominion over all that be. What's that sound like? I'm gonna read that again. The foolish mock at the Supreme Lord, Sir Krishna, when he descends like a human being. They do not know his transcendental nature and his supreme domination or dominion over all that be. Hmm. These Abraham's grandkids. Hmm. That's what wasn't what I was gonna show y'all. That I was gonna show y'all. This says at the time of death, the consciousness will carry. The consciousness created by the living being will carry him to the next body. What does that mean to us over here? Who will remember? Yeah, but who we all gonna be reincarnated. Everybody's gonna be reincarnated into a heavenly body that doesn't. We all getting a spiritual body when we leave. This body was created for this earth. Who's gonna remember everything about this life and who ain't? Those who go to eternal punishment. No, humans that don't make it into heaven don't ever get to forget this life because you have to be reminded of every time that you deny God, that you wouldn't forgive, that you told a lie, that you hurt somebody. That is a part of the torment of your mind. They do, but I'm just telling you what this really is. Reincarnation, every single human being is going to get a spiritual body that cannot ever be destroyed. But that might not be good if you're going to the place of torment because you would want that body to give out. And that consciousness is going to be transferred into that body because you won't ever be able to forget the times that you did the stuff against God. That's a part of your torment. And you have to see the people that are not in torment, and that's another part of your torment. But guess what? They can't see you. They don't even remember you. That's what it said when God gonna wipe their minds clean of this world and everything that caused them pain. So part of the torment, the people that will remember their consciousness and what happened over here and all of this is the people that don't make it to heaven because they're gonna be reminded of why they didn't go. But the people that go to heaven, it ain't no sadness in heaven. There's no sadness, there's no none of that. So then God would not be able to allow you to remember the people that didn't make it because that would make you sad. And there's no sadness in heaven. Not the part where it's gonna be rest. Now on 2 and 5, that's something different. Right. I don't want to remember this place. I don't like I told I'm not taking nothing from this place with me. That's why I ain't trying to hold on. I'll never forget. I know, and I will. I'm gonna forget, and I'm gonna forgive because I don't want to be trapped in hell, looking up at people that are in peace while I'm here and screaming, and people being tormented, and all of that stuff. And I could have just forgave you, but now I said I ain't never gonna forget. So then I don't never get to forget, which means I have to continually be. And the days over there is a lot longer than the days over here. One day over there is 1,000 years. So when you've been there 10 days, you've been on in eternity 10,000 years. It's not like on this side where you done held on to it for 20. I don't want no parts of it. And don't want no parts of it. That's an address. Oh, here we go. Right there. What's this? It's a bird person. A heartbeat. Talking to the people in the water though. Hmm. Hmm. It's a bird person with human-like features and jewelry on. Thank you. And it's a lot of people that don't like what I say, but it don't matter. It would make no sense for God to let you remember the sad while we going to heaven then. You would might as well go down there with them if you have to remember and be sad. It ain't none of that. He said you gotta be able to take off everything from this world if you're trying to get into heaven, and I am. People like I'll be sad of such and such. You won't even remember them. Now, if you go to hell, you'll remember and be sad, but there's not none of that up there. And on the floors, that's cool. Mm-mm. All you gotta do is remember Lazarus, and the rich man. The rich man saw Lazarus chilling with Abraham and them, and he said, "Can you just let him put like dip his finger and put the tip of it on my tongue?" He said, "It's a gulf in between, so you can see them, but they can't see you." Tell me that's not torment. It's kind of like people that's in jail that can look outside and see everybody else walking around free. And it's just on this other side of this. They put like the little what you call that thing? The little canal like thing around the jails, right? And then there's a wall there. And if they could just get over that, they'll be in freedom. That's how it is in Hades. You can see people living. You can see people eating the fruit off the trees and chilling and in silence and peace. And all you hear is gnashing of teeth, people screaming at the top of their lungs, demons beating people, throwing people in the fire and snatching them out, tormenting them, scaring them, everything. That's all you're going to hear if you go. The devil be tricking people talking about it's going to be a turn up. And the sad part about it is after 1,000 years, he get let back out. He only got to be locked up for 1,000 years. And you are going to be there for an eternity. So after your first 1,000 years you've been over there, he get to get out, but you got to stay. So like watching TV on mute. Yep. Yep, Daquana, exactly like that. But that's when he get cast into the lake of fire. He's going to get out. He's only going to be there for 1,000 years. He gets to get out. He gets to get out. That's still God's son, or one of his sons in a sense. That was one of the sons of God. He gets to get out. And we got to stay. They told us in it. Come on. He was God's favorite, right? He gonna punish him, but it's not. They punishment ain't the. It ain't. We not on the same level with them. Yes, it's gonna be some demons and some children of the kid. Come on, they telling every scary movie. Come on, he gotta be like the way, but he gets to get out. Cause Satan is not locked up right now. This is his kingdom. He's running. The Bible tells us he runs to and fro in this dimension. Yes or no? Right now, this is his kingdom. That's why he's mad that we're here. He ain't locked up nowhere. He ain't been locked up since the beginning. This is he got dominion over this. Everything we see. He ain't locked up. He's free. He's the prince of this earth. He get to get locked up for 1,000 years, and that nigga get to get out. So you keep letting him trick you into there, and you don't ever get to get out if you go. And he get to get out. That's some. How do you work on resentment? Easy. Ask God to help you. He'll help you. Because you only got resentment because stuff didn't go the way you wanted it to go in reality. You felt like somebody should have did something better or whatever, but in our reality, you don't know every situation that was going on outside of that as to why they did what they did. Mm-hmm. So I don't even know how we got all the way over here, but we didn't went through David, we didn't went through Saul, we didn't went through Solomon on not listening to God get you to the crazy house if you ain't paid attention. And that's what's crazy because God say, be in singleness of mind now, because anything over a single mind is sick. Bipolar, mental illness, DID, schizophrenia, whatever. All of that is considered mental. Your mind is sick. And the Bible just told us that the minute you stop listening to God and thinking on the things that God wants you to think on, you're mentally ill. But this world tells you if you listen and talk to something you can't see, you're mentally ill. God told you. But it's okay to go into a job and have 18,000 personalities, and that's viewed as normal. Different voices coming out your body and having whole different personalities in your. That's okay. But talking to something you can't see ain't okay. But this nigga got 19 voices coming out of him, and you will give him a gun and a job. Really? Really? I'm scared. I'm scared. Good morning. So as soon as you stop listening, now where else have we heard this? And then I'm gonna take me another bathroom break because I'm about to actually take me a med break. Is what I'm about to do with you. I want this to keep going. I got it, but I'm about to get my meds together. Because it's been it's time. Uh-huh. You sound silly as hell. You can't see God either, but you talk to him. Who sounds silly as hell? Are you talking to me? You must be mentally ill. You struggle with mental illness. I'm trying to help you, honey. Which mental illness do you have? Tourette's? It's seeming like to me. I talk to a God that I can't see, and he tell me everything that's gonna happen in the international climate, don't he, y'all? For the last 2 years, for sure. You listening to them demons and they ain't doing nothing but telling you to tear up your whole life. I mean, we are not the same. They tormenting your children and your family members and telling you it's okay to be mentally ill. My daddy is healing mental illness, whether I can see that nigga or not. And telling y'all what the news gonna tell y'all 2 to 3 years before it happen. And I'll keep talking to somebody I don't see and don't hear, seeing this how he see and hear me. I don't gotta know or see for myself that somebody got a gun. If a nigga running past me say somebody got a gun, I just need to listen and run. But folks that gotta go see what's going on normally be laid out like a chalk print. So I mean, do what you do. I'll be right back. People crazy. All right, y'all. Sorry. You put some weird folks out here. It be some weird people. Listen, y'all. Folks just be having, they be wanting something to say. And they don't know that I don't give a damn. They be wasting their words. They be wasting their words. Nah, don't add them. Because people be wanting attention and I don't have it for them. Go talk to somebody that agree with what you're talking about. I don't care. Listen, this world has got people okay with demons living inside of them. Do you understand that? The witches and warlocks that run the pharmacies have absolute no problem giving out poison, incantations, witchcraft, and what's the other one? Poison, incantations, witchcraft, and spells. The whole word pharmakeia literally means spells, incantations, witchcraft, and poison. Who the F giving out spells? As to why 65% of America is medicated and can't even go through a regular day without a pill. Now they drugging the kids. Before they 2 years old, they got kids on spells. They put them kids on them dang medicines and them babies be seeing all kind of stuff. And I don't care. Y'all can't even handle your damn kids. You medicate your kids. I don't expect you to understand because you can't even make it through a regular day thinking straight without no damn pills. What do you mean? And the witch is gonna keep y'all under a damn spell and keep giving you more potions and more potions until your body give out. While they sucker you dry all your money. Get out of here. I don't care if you agree. Half of y'all don't even know. The folks that come, they don't even know what the word pharmacy mean. But I bet you they medicine cabinet do. They got a pill to go to sleep, a pill to eat, a pill to lose weight, a pill to think, a pill not to think, a pill to think about what you don't want to think about, a pill to grow breast, a pill to grow a penis, a pill, a pill, a pill, a pill, a pill, a powder, a powder, a powder, a powder, a liquid, a liquid, a liquid. Y'all can't even live a regular life without no damn spell. Get out of my face. Witches give you pills to grow things that you don't have. A tail. Nigga, as soon as you start getting some from a witch, your body starts to change. You either start looking like a damn skeleton or a monster or something. Hollywood. Half of the people on Kensington Avenue and all the other hoods here, that started out with them going to a damn witch doctor, didn't it? What's the epidemic right now? Pills. They didn't turn into folks shooting them, snorting them, whatever they got to do. They got that from the witch doctor that told them they was crazy. That told them they was a man trapped in a woman's body. Because I've been listening to a lot of these trans stories, and guess what? It was their therapist that told them. Not all, but a lot. You're not such and such. You're this. And if you let them get in your baby's head early enough, and then they mutilate your children. They need penises and breast material and vaginas and stuff for spells. Crazy. What y'all think they do with them when they take them from you? But you ain't studied or understood magic to know that those things are very valuable and powerful in magic organs. Ladies, why they got y'all cutting y'all breast off, and men, why they got you chopping your penis off? You ain't making no kids, and you definitely ain't feeding none. There's life in the breast, and there's life in your penis. And the devil don't promote life. He promotes the exact opposite of it. How many times have we seen a medical recall on a medicine and it caused way more damage than it did help? How many people have lost their lives to medical research with witches playing with people's bodies? How many times have we saw the witch doctors take organs that they not supposed to take for their freaking spells? How many body parts are on the black market and they come out with medical precision? You know how to cut a heart out? Because I don't. You know how to cut out a liver? Because I don't. And keep the person alive? I wouldn't even know what nerve to cut first. Not to call, I don't know. So who's learning that? They ain't teaching that on YouTube. And they only speak Latin. Most prescriptions are written in Latin. You mean what the witches used to write their spells in on the recipe cards? And they'll send you out into the wild to go get some nettle and some this and some eye of newt. And then they dry it and put it in a pestle mortar like your chemists do and make you a pressed powder to go put somewhere. Who is you talking to? And after you get this from them, you start to see spirits and bugs and thinking and jumping and being on top of buildings and running in the cars and everything else. And I'm supposed to listen to y'all. I don't give a damn what you say. Because the witches got you niggas out here like this. And not following, defying gravity. Crawling up walls and running in the buses naked and getting up. That's how I feel about it. What happens? And I'm not talking about nobody or nothing. But if different voices come out your body, something's wrong. Your mama is seeing worms, pestilence, bugs, spiders, creatures. Folks is watching them. Somebody just touched me. All of that. But they say that's normal. I don't give a damn what people that don't understand say. I've done my studies. And to find out that every medicine is named after an evil spirit, it makes sense. Because they ain't been in the body in a long time. So they don't remember what it's like to have fingers. So you constantly seeing somebody like, that's how you know when a demon is manifested, idiot. What? You forgot how to use vocal cords because your body, you've been got to remember how to walk in a body because you ain't possessed one in a long time. Because you've been trapped in the dark. Come on. And this didn't start happening. The rigidness didn't start happening in your body until you got the pill from the doctor. You didn't start seeing people in the closet till you got the pill. You didn't start waking up doing whatever until you got the pill. You didn't start selling your body till you start taking the pills. You didn't start leaving your kids without food till you got the pill from the witch doctor. None of this mental illness started until the doctors. And then it didn't get worse. It got better. Oh, they've been off their medicine too long. You mean the demons ain't been able to manifest the way that they want to? Because this is a result of you not being on the medicine. If the medicine is supposed to help you, it should be getting you to a point where you don't gotta take it. That would be healing you. But telling you you're gonna be on this pill, this powder, this liquid for the rest of your life, that's not healing you. That's keeping you trapped in that space. And they always got to change the medicine because it stopped working because they need to put more incantations into you, stronger demons. They keep you trapped longer. Have we not done our research here and looked up the names of demons and then we look online and that's the name of a medicine? And we find out that he's a dean or not a dean, a deacon or a whatever, which means he got some people under him. So he didn't just come by himself. You mean all the side effects that's on your pills? How it can cause heart damage, lung damage if you start to see stuff on the kill other people or anything outside of your normal, call us. Oh, you will see that because demons is there and all of them got a different characteristic that they about to bring to your life because they need organs. And ain't that so crazy that most of the medicine tears your organs down? Oh, no. Nah. It destroys your organs. What do they use for magic? Organs, tissue, blood. And demons want that because they don't have it anymore. And some of them used to eat flesh and they forget the taste and they want it. As to why they have all y'all stars and basketball players eating human flesh and drinking blood because the disembodied spirits that inhabit them are archaic. They were from the the seventh generation from Adam. And they started to eat blood and eat each other and do all kinds of things with animals. And isn't that what be going on back there in them Hollywood Hills? They transform into animals and have bestiality parties. They do the same thing the guy said, making their kids pass through the fire and sacrificing them to the gods of Molech and Raphan for money and mammon. Oh, I guess. But I'm crazy. Mm. Guess I stay over here in the crazy lane and all by myself. I don't go bothering nobody. I'll be right over here. Because I ain't got time to argue with you. I'm just teaching what God taught me. And we be stuck we be fanning the facts. Okay. Two words that y'all know very well. Birth control. Who remembers? And who are they named after? Since we crazy. Tell me. Y'all know the names. What's their names? Birth control. What's their names? And who was he? Gardaril. And what's the other one? Gardasil. And what is it? What is it that angel did? What was he the angel of? What did he teach? He taught every killing blow how to stop life. Gardasil and Gardasil, same angel, different names he's been called. He taught me in every death blow how to stop life. And then they may name y'all birth control and so-called reproductive health medicines after the thing. And now they're saying that that whole HPV stuff caused women to be sterile to stop life. They start giving it to boys as a trial period. And a lot of those kids cannot have children. Those people are sterile. God said, be fruitful and multiply, and your witch doctors named your medicine after the angels that did that job. Oh, but I'm crazy. Okay. I'll just move on out the way. Still don't think they're witch doctors? ADHD meds causes male to form breasts, which means there's female hormones in there somewhere. Just like when Ariel went to go see Ursula, she had a tail at first and then she got freaking legs, but she lost her voice. The gift God gave her to sing. Oh. And then stole it and used it. You mean like they do your organs and your breasts and your scrotum and everything else they take from y'all? Nah. And what did she use it to do? Fool people and make them think she was somebody she wasn't. Like the stars and the entertainers. They don't even look like the same people once they've been in Hollywood 10 years. Kim Kardashian. She used to look like damn Jafar. Now she look, by her phenotype, if you were to look here or whatever you want to call it, she look a little. Because she sure used to have those monkey lips. What old boy say? He said, white people, I didn't try to scare your smile away. He said, I think I got a pretty good set. He said, but some people, you smile at them and their smile runs away. He said, I wasn't trying to scare them away. That dude is hilarious. He said, I'm putting on my lip smacker. What did he say? What? Y'all know what I'm talking about? He's hilarious. He is hilarious. He said, some of them, it just completely disappears. He said, if you ever kissed a black person, I have. A person with full lips, ooh. He said, I think I kind of got me a good pair, but some people, he's hilarious, that man. Listen, his sour apple lip gloss. Come on. He had me too, because he told the truth. He told the truth. Go look at Kim Kardashian back in the day, and then look at her right now. The magic changed her into a. She went from a pumpkin to a carriage. But at night, she turned back into a pumpkin. You want to know how I know? Because she was using blood magic to do it. Hmm. And don't they always ride up in such nice carriages, just like Cinderella did on the red carpet to that big old exotic party that everybody ain't invited to in the castle? Where have we seen this story? Y'all, her and Kenneth Copeland's got to be cousins. They did it in front of y'all face. Kenneth Copeland cut his hand, him and a homeboy, and put it in some cranberry juice and drank it. And then she had her blood drawn and dripped on her face in y'all face. And then she started talking about channeling people and stuff. Anybody see the Witches of Salem or the Salem Witches? You know who Miss Marburg is? Von Countess Marburg. Did y'all see what she had laying over her bed every night? A young lady with a thing in her thing here, and she would bathe in blood, and they kept her young. That was on Grimm too, and on American Horror Story. Oh, so y'all know what I'm talking about. But y'all watch Kim Kardashian do it, and y'all didn't think nothing about it. She bathed in blood in your face. Madonna does the same. They be putting stuff right in front of y'all face. And because nobody studies what it is, they do the whole spell in front of your face. A transformation ritual. Ooh, do 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 do. Do 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 do. Backpack, backpack. Like, uh-huh. Yep, and JC. Yep, that lady. We talked about her the other day. Okay. They do spells right in front of y'all all the time. You have absolutely no idea because your pastors and preachers don't tell you to study. And the reason that you be sitting up watching spells and stuff like that, like not even knowing, because have y'all ever figured out how they situate them at different tables when we're watching and pay attention to the symbols that's in the back? Or how the napkins are folded or the colors they have on? No, not really. Except for if they about to do a white party, then y'all pay attention. But it'd be a whole bunch more stuff than that. No, at their house. When they go out and they're having these reunion dinners and all the shows, or how the places they go. There's a specific reason they're there now. You should look up the land and who and what and when and where and why, and then you'll understand why somebody leaves that place and their career just blows up. And then other people leave that place and it's a catastrophe in their life. Y'all think these places are just chosen just randomly? Absolutely not. Think about who controls what you see. So then we as followers jump on the bandwagon and start going to places that everybody else go, not realizing that there are spirits waiting to attach to you. And then you get home and you're not happy with your life. And so you start traveling to more exotic places, more and more and more and more. But your home life starts to fall apart. You start to also indulge in things that you never would had you have went to this land. And God told people to stay away from strange lands and strange gods and strange drinks and strange this and that, but people don't give a damn about none of that. Because they don't even take the time to learn where they're going. They just see everybody else doing it, so they like, I'm about to do it too. And that's why I be over here in my hole. It ain't that I didn't have the ability and couldn't have taken advantage of all of that. But I realized certain stuff you just shouldn't do just because everybody else doing it. You might want to do your research first. And this is why I really don't be having friends, because they feel like I'm a buzzkill. Well, hell, did you do any research? And I've been like this since I was a young kid. I told you I used to sit and read the Reader's Digest, dictionaries, all kind of stuff, because my mama didn't let me out. God was preparing me for them. Three brothers and I had to stay at home all day. There's nothing in there but books. So then I went through every last one of them in the house several times, I guarantee. Magazines, cookbooks. I read anything I could get my hands on. Cereal boxes. Everything. Medical journals. For real. Because the books have been my friends for a long time. uh-huh. Yeah. I'm okay with it though. I'm not sad about it at all, actually. You missed an hour? Well, we going on a lot. We just made 3 in 5 minutes right now. I'm about to go. Cause this ain't about to be a 4 hour class. Then y'all wonder why I just don't be. I don't come on for the rest of the day. 4 hours is a long time. It's like I'm back doing customer service or collections or something. Hmm. But can I ask y'all a question? People come on here talking crazy to me for absolutely no reason, and then they sneak back in as family members because they leave here and God pings them on the head that what they just heard over here on this random lady page is real. And then they sneak back in like family members. Oh, I used to be here, yeah, as the enemy. You sure did used to be here getting on my damn nerves. I know you, hey. And look at you now, y'all my cousins. God, just like, I guess it's real family then. I guess we real family for real. Mm-mm. Don't act like y'all ain't left because y'all didn't like something I did that y'all thought was too much, and then you snuck back in here. I guess I mean, it's not that bad. They're doing worse at the church. It's probably how you justify it to you. I don't know what y'all told yourselves to get back over here. Mm-mm. Well, not that you throwing tomatoes at me. Ooh, ooh, first tomato of the day that I didn't see. It might have been more than Seahawks. Oh, hilarious. Too funny. And I know they hide me because the other black guy that I used to post all the time, that used to be out there talking, and I love him. They doing the same thing that they doing to him to me. About our engagement, how they keeping us off the FYP. I told y'all the numbers don't be adding up to what be going on. And here's someone else saying it. I said, oh yep. But old girl, I can't think of her name. The girl that used to have a ponytail. It starts with a C, I think. I cannot remember her name. What's her name? She's very, very pretty, natural girl. What's her name? She a rapper too. Crystal. They did her the same way. Crystal and a lot of other people, yeah. That's why I told y'all we should have been over 5M last year early, before June or July. Before June or July, I promise. That's why I started just not even looking. I said, what in the world? Remember I was talking to y'all about it and all that? And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to leave it. And then I start seeing other people say they taking their peoples, they blocking them from stuff. We should have been way longer. With the numbers that, none of it makes sense. But, you know, man going to play with whatever they want to and do whatever they want to feel like they're in control of something. As long as the message is getting out, I don't care. That's why I quit looking at the numbers. I quit looking at it because they're doing it over here too. They doing it over here too. Because guess what? You got to think about it. There's things that we talked about last year, way before it happened. Classes and everything. I don't be on Instagram enough to know. I need to get back over there. It's not very whatever over there. Maybe I'll just start posting this stuff there, like tagging it or something. I don't know, y'all. Y'all know. It's too much technology is taking over my life. I had to upgrade my dang internet to run all these dang devices and stuff now. I don't like spending money on stuff. I don't like that. I said, how much? Y'all know I'm cheap. I gotta get another phone for certain things, so that way this is just about to be the everything that got to do with TikTok numbers, Amazon, all of that. And I just went and got me a little bitty something for the low. About to have it, it'll be here, and this about to be y'all phone. This is y'all phone right here. I need me a different one for me. Cause this, I had to go get me one for me, so because y'all done took over that. This is gonna be the Tad Not Place, CERCA TROVA. You know what I'm saying? Like all my family stuff is not gonna be in there. That's gonna be everything for because y'all, yeah. That way I don't have to. I just know when anything with this is business. Anything with this one, if the ring, if it whatever, it's the business phone. I broke down and got one. I didn't want to, but I didn't go get none super expensive. Y'all, I said, wait, well, what? Oh no. What else you got? I know that lady was like, wow. She said, well, what do you do for a living? I was like, I run a non-profit agency. What do you do there? That'd be the hardest thing trying to explain what we do here. I said, well, I teach ancient history, biblical history, and a lot of other stuff. We, because it ain't just one thing that we do. What are we? What is our whole? What is everybody that attend? It's getting cold too. Let me go and do this while we edit. Because I ain't did it in a minute. I gotta go in my closet because I think the others are there. Hold on 1 second. We have a tire for those of you that are new. Oh yeah. Oh, just think last year. This crazy. I don't even think it's all of them. I think some of them are, but we just don't do this here. Oh. Oh. Okay. Don't not run down, Circa. Oh. Careful. So this is some of our attire for those of you that don't know who's new or less than a year. It wasn't cold when you got here. Okay. If you have become a part of WOIU, seeing as how it's about to get cold and we cuddle up and do what we do, go to Nerd Junk. Nerd is spelled N3ERDJUNK. That is our mom's website. And she made these. We got blankets. Now this the bigger one, and it is a little expensive, but they got other size throws where you can get, as it says, as above, so below, which is what we believe, not in the demonic sense. They steal everything. My dad said that first. You can get like white and silver. I think they're all black now. I didn't get the black one, but she did a black one too. You just have to go to the website and look. Okay, and I use these all the time. I took them with me when I went out of town. Ooh. We got this one. This is the biggest one. I think it's like the 60 by 80 or something bigger than that. I don't know. It's the biggest one. And they warm too. Nerd Junk. If you go to my website, it's a link on her to her website on there. It's the blue backpack. Up in the links at the top and the bottom. Nerd Junk shop. But so these are some of our hoodies. The cool thing about her is she customizes it. Like you got to get the same design, but you can get this in any colors. These is the ones that I picked, and most of our stuff glows in the dark. And do, but this is what I chose for that. So this is our integrity hoodie, and this is our word series where we took the same word and put it on different hoodies so that other people, when we go out, it's in different languages. So no matter where you go, somebody will be able to read this. That's not from the language or speaking the language that you speak. So this is like a barrier breaker for us. Right? This one says knowledge in several different languages. Right? Pretty cool. And you can, like I said, you can get these in whatever colors, like mine flip. Y'all see it? Ooh. It's like the chameleon. That ain't black. That's like a chameleon. She do whatever you want. She got everything too. Promise she do. It's great. But this is our one. She been trying to send me another one of these too. And I was like, nah, I like this one. It's fine. We are autodidactic polymaths. This glows in the dark. Actually, this is UV and this glows in the dark. So we are self-taught in many subjects. And so like you can get the look, I be wearing let me see you got stains on. That's probably bleach. I wear my stuff and they last. You see the colors are still good. These is almost 2 years old. Right? Almost 2 years old and I done got bleach on it and it still really didn't turn. This was one of our first hoodies. It's our word and it's a real word search. But you see it say like Nephilim, God, Siren, it's all that stuff. And they glow in the dark. And you can choose your glow in the dark colors. Like if you don't want no glow in the dark, you just want like red, black, and white, like whatever you want. You gotta get the same design, but you can customize the design. We better than Nike. Cause with Nike, whatever shirt they make, that's it. Everybody gonna have it. Well, we all have the same. We're uniform in that, but it's customizable to who you are and your colors that you're gonna wear with. We finally gonna do this one in the glow in the dark this year, but we ain't did it yet. Hold up. Um, this was like our first hoodie because we don't even make them like this no more, where there's nothing on the thing or nothing on the arm, because that's when we was putting it on the back. So if you got one of these, it's it. Because we don't even put this here no more. It's always on the arm now and on the thing. So if you got one of these first hoodies that we did when we first came out, yeah, keep it. Because that's like a collector's edition. Because we don't even, none of the other hoodies are like that anymore. Show you, look. It's like this. It got it here. And then on the arm. So if you got one of those, these be so cute too. When I go out, I always get. Now, of course, you can do this in white, black, whatever hoodie she got. You just got to get these words. But you can get it in different colors, however you want. I got this because it was close to Christmas. And it's different reds. All of them have a different, like sparkle or matte or whatever. And they warm. These is not no cheap made hoodies. I promise you. The people that got them, they will tell you they are. You see, I'm still going. This Kayla and Armand designed together. Our God's Math be Math, and this glows in the dark too. It glows like blue and then green. It's pretty cool. Our God's Math be Mathing. A lot of people got this one too. This is pretty cool. People like this when I go out. So you got this one, Alicia? Yeah. And when Christians see it, they try not to double take. Oh, I know. We represent differently from y'all. We tell people that God is gonna add up. Just stay the course. This is what we be telling people. Y'all be trying to tell people how they evil. We be trying to tell people that God's math be mathy. Kayla, come on. Yes. His math be math. Who believe it if you didn't before? That God's math is better than the world's math, baby. I don't want their math. Oh, I don't know. You will have to talk to her. You go to Nerd Junk. That's our mod, Alicia. Miss Rangel. So you email her and she'll tell you when and where. This was our original We Outside University hoodie. Now we WOIU. I need to get one of those. Yeah. Because I don't even know if we have WOIU hoodies anymore. Do we? This was our original, y'all. Look how good these things still look 2 years later. Do y'all see this? And I wear them all the time. Still good. 2 years later. And I wear the heck out of my hoodies. Yes, because we international now. This is another one. This was our white. For y'all that love the white. Y'all love them crispy white tennis shoes. So we had this for the folks that like the white hoodies, that want to wear the light colored jeans with their crispy Air Forces and whatnot. We got y'all. Don't trip. Mm-hmm. You like the blue? And then, I think it's another one in my room, but I can't remember right now. This one says wisdom in different languages. And of course, like I said, you can get this on a white hoodie, a black hoodie, whatever color hoodie she got. You don't even have to get the same color hoodie. Like you can customize the color hoodie. You can customize all of your words and all of that. You just can't change the design, but everything is customizable. You know what I'm saying? Of course, this And I tell people, CERCA TROVA is not my name. If you're new here, CERCA TROVA means seeking you shall find. Now, am I using that as a handle? Yes. But you literally walking around with seeking you shall find on your head. Not a satanic symbol, not you literally walk. And now, for those of you that be wearing this stuff, you can't go nowhere without looking deeper into nothing, can you? Because words have meaning. Everything we do. So it says CERCA TROVA, but that ain't me. CERCA TROVA means seeking you shall find. That's why it's up there too. It's just in Italian. You got a hat with WORU on it. We outside International University. That still stands for we looking around everywhere we go. 22, spiritual light. Seeking you shall find spiritual light. You walking around with that on your back. Not spiritual darkness. Seeking you shall find spiritual light is what that means. Have you found spiritual light since you've been over here? And it's crazy because we came out in 22. When a lot of people renewed their relationship with God, or their relationship with God got deeper, or they even started a relationship with God. Spiritual light. You ain't walking around in the darkness no more. God chose those numbers and that word, because I had another name. And then he changed it to that, and then. So you see, you said I'm in fellowship every day. Come on, Tom. We learn, we grow, we cry, we laugh, we yell, we scream, we kick, we throw tomatoes. Queen, Ty. They have the nerve to show their tomato harvest on their pages. I liked it. Even though I'm the person catching the damn little tomatoes all the way up to the big beef tomatoes they got. They look at the harvest. Yeah, look at it. Let me go over here and see what the enemy camp doing, so I know how many I'm gonna have to dodge. Say, how's those shields coming? Are the shields coming, Tay? Cause I might need me another one for this side. I don't know, cause it's a lot of people that like to throw tomatoes at me, so I might have to do like a working now during class. Okay, cause listen here, cause the tomato brigade is real. Look at Ty. Look, class, we hurting some emotions. Listen. Ooh. There you go. I just spoke him. He's a part of the tomato brigade. Ty, yeah. That's our nephew. Ty been here for well. Yeah, he's uh-huh. So listen here. He grew a whole like fence thing full of all different sizes and stuff. And then he go tag Queen and say, I got you. Don't even trip. If you run out, I got you. I got the backups. Don't even trip. I got you. I said, oh, they working together. I said, it's a damn tomato brigade over here. Like, it's real. And then people on this side be over here like, where Queen at? Oh, so you didn't have no, so y'all waiting on her to show up with the tomato baskets. And then we got people that just, I ain't got no damn tomatoes. I'm smashing this whole plate in your face. Eggs, bacon, pancakes, grits, orange juice, and some toast. Then got those my way. I said, wait, is that a waffle and a chicken leg? Hold on. Wait a minute. I said no tomatoes. These niggas went and got apples. Apples hurt. If you, could you imagine? Tomatoes at least splat. An apple ain't splatting. You have to be knocked out. I'll be trying to run. And niggas just throw the apples and be counting the back like a nigga that punched me. I'm going down. Boom. You know what I mean? Like, what? Hold on. I'm just trying to teach. Didn't I tell y'all folks always want to fight me when I'm trying to help them? Why y'all gotta be so aggressive? Nigga trying to knock me out from the back. Look at that. Mm-mm. I got to watch y'all. You said strong arm, no catapult either. He been practicing. Let me see if I throw it under and sag. And if I get it and I throw it overhand, let me see what I got. And you see how they hit it. Practicing, queen. Okay, so look, I'm going to throw it from under. And then you come in and then you hit her real quick with two. Like, wait, hold on. I just want to be y'all friend. That's it. That's all. I'm about to go. I'm hungry. I done been on here 206 minutes. I love y'all. I'm about to go attempt to play a game. It will not be Call of Duty. Because I don't even know what I'm looking at. I'm about to go play something else right now. Either Harry Potter or, what's the other one? Not Street Fighter. I can't think of it right now. The other one. Not Street Fighter. What is it? Mm-hmm. I can't think of the name of the damn name. Thank you, Mortal Kombat. That's what it is. Mm-hmm. I got a question. Who enjoyed class today? All 206 minutes of it. Come on now. Congratulations. Okay. Anybody learn anything today? And even if you didn't, just a reiteration of all that we do around here. And y'all get to see the crazies come out the woodworks, don't y'all? Y'all get to see the crazies come out the woodwork, but they don't know I'm crazy too. You have to be crazy to stand up to the world and say giants really existed. I'ma show you. And all your medicine is named after demons. And God told me to tell you to get some water and some eggs. You gotta be crazy to do that, right? Think about it. Just think about it. And if I'm crazy enough to do it, why do you not think I'm crazy enough to talk crazy right back to you? Weird. Just as crazy as a Betsy-bug, as my mama say. And once you go see how Betsy be running around, you understand. They nicknamed them that, but they're a type of beetle, and they just be all over the place, rolling over everybody, just going and moving and going and moving. I said, I do not want to be like that. I never knew I would randomly learn things. Learn what had always boggled my mind. Come on, Timothy. High five. Listen. Oh, that make me happy. Random questions are being answered. Seek and you shall find, I'm telling you. Look around, look up, look down, look around. Pay attention to the things that's around. Your answers be right in front of your face waiting on you to see. Mm-hmm. Come on. They be right in front of your face. That's why I'm listening. My emotions then got into this Wink saga. I don't know. Because I like that other lady. And now this heifer then showed up. I don't know if I like her. Like, it almost made me not want to watch the show because I'm mad. It's been a long time since I've been, like, into a show like this where I had to turn it off. Like, what? Why would they do that? Why in the world would they do that? Hot Tamale, Fate, the Wink saga. I was angry. I'm still a little angry. I haven't really got into it yet because now I'm kind of yeah, Game of Thrones. Oh, I know. Yes, honey. Listen, it's on. Well, come on in and watch it, girl. I ain't gonna tell you. See, so go on and watch it then. It be too many of y'all. I can't keep up with all y'all stuff. I be trying to wait. Come on so we can talk about it. Girl, that made me mad. Listen, have I seen the magicians? Of course. And if you look in the magicians, all the stuff that we be reading about in here and in the Testament of Solomon and all of that is in there. And these are the people that were living during the time of Jesus and after Jesus and before Jesus. Mm. Oh, thank you, Ty. Oh, oh. I love y'all. But think about this. We learning together. Because I'm still learning. I'm still learning a lot of stuff. I'm learning stuff that, like, there was questions that I asked 10 years ago when I first started this journey. Through books that y'all sent me, the answers was in there. Yeet! Y'all done seen it. Y'all will send me a book. God, and all of them I haven't read. Ain't no way now I could. I don't have enough time. Now, back in the day when we first started this 2 years ago, yep. I say 90% of them I had read. But now, no. Have I peeked in every one of them? Yes. Do God take me to a specific book and show me exactly what I need in there? Yep, pretty much. I don't even have to go look at it. He tell me pick up a book, I get it, I flip to a page and it'll be right there. Yep. Oh, you over there in Astronomical Enoch or eating the rest of Enoch is real good. So, Taji, can I ask a question? Is it really mythology? Is it? What's the movie where the phoenix comes out of the mountain? War of the Monsters or whatever. What's it called? Hmm? What's the movie? With Godzilla and the Phoenix. And what's the other one? Was it the Behemoth that came out or something? What movie is this? What's the movie? Where the Phoenix comes out of the freaking volcano. Y'all, I don't know. Because y'all know I'll just be watching bits and pieces of it. War of the Monsters, Clash of the... What is it? Is it King of the Monsters? King of the Monsters. Where can you watch that? Hold on. Y'all want to hear something? Yes, I'm a nerd. I got archaeologist news on my phone. Y'all want to hear this? Or no? Look what just happened. Archaeologists excavating the tomb of Egypt's first female pharaoh found hundreds of jars still holding remnants of wine. The dig has also shed new light on the reign of the ancient queen 14 hours ago. Mm. Her name was Merenith, Merneith, who ruled during the First Dynasty. The excavation of a tomb in al Kab area in Abydos found an inscription on a stone vessel that provides new historical information about Merenith's reign, during which she held a great position and was responsible for the central government offices, says somebody. It has been speculated that Merenith may have been The first female pharaoh in ancient Egypt, but her true identity remains a mystery. Mm. Oh my freaking God! Oh my God! Uh-uh! Who watching the fairies? Oh my God! Who watching the? As we were yet speaking, who watching the fairies? Have y'all ever paid attention to what's on the door and what's on the soldiers? The butt of they this the butt of they sword. Did y'all see the symbol on the butts of the boys' swords, and it's on they? Look, tell me that ain't the dang symbol. That's the freaking symbol that's on their sword. But the only thing is, this is pulled down just a little bit. Wasn't Arsenal a woman pharaoh or no? Was Arsenal a woman pharaoh? It's not an app. It's the news. Everything not an app. It's just the news. Archaeologist news. The Bible called them tomb robbers now. That's crazy. And there go the wine jars. It says Egypt's tourism ministry highlighted hundreds of 5,000-year-old wine jars found in the tomb, 355 miles south of Cairo. Wow. Mm. Mm-mm. Mm. Oh yeah, they done made it to Britain. They'll be in Britain in a short while. Okay, somebody else told me about Ragnarok. I'm gonna have to watch it. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna watch that. I'll watch it. I'll keep saying that, but just give me a minute. I'm gonna look at it, Miss Ida. Someone else. I think you might have been the one that told me about that. I'm hungry. Y'all gotta go. My stomach is about to growl real loud. I'm about to go eat. Hatshepsut is her name. Hold on. Like one of the daughters of Put. And we know they be moving names around. Thank you, Miss is that Auntie or Julie? Oh, Miss Ramona. Thank you. It's not okay. Okay. All right, y'all. I love y'all. I gotta go. I'm hungry. Why does this thing keep turning off? I do not know. Okay. I love y'all. I gotta go eat.